Gender Blender is sponsored by the Harlem Wine Room. You want to dine, sip some great wine, and simply have a great time? Come to the Blue Door with the Grapevine. Harlem Wine Room, located at 3454 Broadway in New York City.
Gender Blender is also sponsored by the Harlem Cigar Room. Want to blow some smoke after a stressful workday? Come to the Harlem Cigar Room. It's your sanctuary. Located at 3456 Broadway in New York City.
Yeah, yeah.
Woohoo! What up, y'all?
What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, and we are back in the building. And this time, I think this is our first show being officially part of the LP family. Right?
Affiliated, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it? Me entusiasmo. ¡Diablo!
Okay, we
Aquí yo, we need drinks, bro.
Hurry up with the liquor. You see what happens when there's no liquor in?
I'm telling you, we need it.
Even the mic check was crazy.
Yeah.
Mic check.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah,
It was
we
dead.
here.
Like, like Karina.
Dead.
Karina was like, hi, this is Karina.
She's not a chip herself right now.
Fact. You wish.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is the Gender Blender podcast, officially on Lo Maximo Productions.
Yeah,
Hi.
As you know, the views and opinions expressed on this show do not reflect those of Lo Maximo Productions and their affiliates and are strictly of those of the cast members of Gender Blender. I am your host, Cryptic, with
Karina. Natalia.
I'm Sosa.
my people in the back.
You all lost?
Nah, it's that I got, I'm over here doing
The-
all of this.
The ball was rolling too fast.
The do-rag is tight? Is
It's
that
too
what
tight.
It is?
Stop playing. First of all,
His brains are like
first of
squeezed.
all,
You
and
go
then-
gig on my hair. Go ahead.
First
You
of
I know
all-
you want to gig on my hair.
First of all,
Feel free.
You have a perm.
Thank
I
you.
don't think there's a lot
Next.
you can say today.
Next.
Second, it's your boy
Silky,
Silky,
isn't it?
SBLO.
It's
You
Silky.
follow me everywhere you
Sexy.
can spell that.
And
And we have the beautiful from now on.
officially part of the show.
On this side, your beautiful Solmaida will be on my side from now on.
Yay.
Now,
Sorry,
before we
Solmaida.
continue everything, y'all thought I was playing about this Gender Blender do-rags, right? Y'all thought, stop playing, you heard? Stop playing. It's real.
The crazy is
I'm
explosive.
telling you.
How y'all feeling? We got a fun
We
show
got a
today.
full
We
night.
definitely do.
We got a fun show. We got
Definitely.
Storm, female professional wrestler in the building.
Yeah.
We still trying to figure out about our guest Tali Goya, so we were working on that. So
Waiting on him.
And we got Dave the sneaker guy in the building as well.
Yes.
yes, Dave, I was waiting for your intro. Thank you.
Did you get
Good job. See that?
Give me the space to say it.
Let's grab it.
We're good.
We good.
So
Sort of.
let's talk about Johnny Depp. Over the last few weeks, Johnny Depp was on the news. Men and domestic violence. It happens. So let me read a little bit of the article, and then we're gonna go ahead and touch base on this. So the article, this is from Arc Digital Media, says several years ago, film star Johnny Depp was branded a domestic violence abuser when his now ex-wife and actress Amber Heard claimed he had been verbally and physically abusive throughout their 4-year relationship. While some sided with Depp, due to the allegations, they sided with him. A lot of them particularly said that the rise of the Me Too movement had exacerbated this claim, and a lot of people were, for women because of the Me Too movement. So automatically, Johnny Depp was villainized. So, lo and behold, Johnny Depp lost his Pirates of the Caribbean character, the Jack Sparrow, which is like his most favorite role he ever said. And about 2 weeks ago, it came out, another side of the story, that he was actually the one that was being abused.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no, it wasn't 2 weeks ago.
It's been a while.
Oh, well, it's been a while.
Yeah,
Well, sorry.
This has been going on for a long time. Like, I guess 2 weeks ago is when they finally, cleared him of everything because it was still.
Because they were actually trying to get her to, they wanted to take a role away from her. There's a whole group of people who are signing a petition. She has this movie where it's a sequel.
I think
It's a superhero thing.
I don't know.
And they want her off of it because if it can go to happen to him, and now that we know that she used to beat him, and he had the text messages where she said to him, "You're gonna go out in public and say I'm Johnny Depp and my wife beats me, and who's gonna believe you?" That's what she said to him.
Oh.
And I guess for a while nobody did believe him.
Exactly.
So she was right.
That's crazy.
So it comes to the question, like, automatically, like, when it comes to domestic violence, like, in society in general, don't get me wrong, statistically speaking, because it's mostly reported, it's women. Women are mostly the victims of DV. But there's a substantial amount of men who go through domestic violence. So the situation is this. There's situations where a man can be physically assaulted by his wife, his domestic partner, whatnot, and he calls the cops, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get to the location, and then the woman could easily say that she was acting in self-defense. She could hit herself. She could do something malignant, and who ends up going to jail?
The man.
The man.
Man.
After the man called the cops. So systematically, what I think we need to find out. Systematically, what we need to find out is if it's mostly reported. If we hold up, come on in. We live. You know we do this shit every day. The drinks are here, especially when the drinks are here.
Finally.
Hey.
You allowed to go through a wall with that shit if you want to, man. It don't matter. I've been itching for some white claw. Just dame el aceite de la caja.
¿Y desde dónde más te lo iba a dar? De la nevera que él tiene allí, guarda.
So the reason, so back to the point. The fact that men rarely report it doesn't make it more difficult, or does a man feel emasculated to report that he's being physically abused? Like, what's your opinion on that?
I think that's the biggest problem, is that society, being male dominated or whatever you want to call it, puts this taboo on men being abused. They just won't accept. Like when kids are growing up and they tell them you can't hit girls, but they don't tell girls you can't hit boys. I don't think I've ever heard someone say to their girl, you can't hit boys.
Right.
But we spend our entire life telling our little boys, you can't hit girls, you can't hit girls, you can't hit girls. We kind of ingrain it, and that's great, but it does go both ways. Like, and then we also train little girls to think that if the boy is picking on you, it's because he likes you, and it kind of confuses, I think, girls, where they might think, well, if I like a boy, I should hit him upside the head. So we grow up thinking it's okay because he's bigger than me, he can take it, but it's really not fair.
Now, under what circumstance should under what circumstance should a man hit a woman?
None.
Never.
None. Under what circumstance should a woman hit a man?
None.
Never.
Whatsoever.
There are other ways to deal with whatever it is that's going on. And it happens. You lose your cool. Somebody hits you. You might hit back. But that should never be your go-to. Like, if you get into an argument and you're upset, you walk away. You leave the room. You throw something. But you shouldn't hit each other, because once you cross that line, you can't get that respect back. Like, I don't even think people should call each other names that are disrespectful. I just don't. I don't agree with that.
I agree with you
say
100%.
whatever you have to say, yell as loud as you have to, without insulting someone, because you can't undo you can't undo it.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've offended someone, it just stays with them, and that means you thought about it. So if you thought about it, you must really think that I'm whatever you call
And
me.
like, two wrongs don't make a right.
No, it doesn't.
So just because you're receiving negativity from one person doesn't mean you have to replicate it, because it's gonna become a toxic relationship.
Very
So if
toxic.
anyone, and I mean, I was just in DR,
Yeah.
where the numbers,
Violence towards women is insane over there.
Feminicide is
Ridiculous.
ridiculous.
And I
over
was
there.
sitting down because we were talking about this subject and like the whole shebang about politics and whatnot, and this topic came about, and it's just like you were saying. I mean, the same way that it's not tolerable for men to hit women shouldn't be hitting the men either.
No.
Because uno no puede provocar las cosas tampoco, you know?
Bartender's flu in the building. Yay!
Fact.
This poor kid is like, why
I'm not
am I
used
here?
to children in the studio.
Oh, and then I think there's also
Yeah, so
I think there's also like a split. What was I saying? There's also this, I think, misconception between chivalrism and masculismo.
Yes.
okay, yes.
So,
But a lot of women find that chivalrous men, they feel like that's also a sort of masculinity, like misogyny. For some reason, in this day and age,
I think it's like confusing. I think that's where a lot of the gray areas come about, and it goes both ways.
And then there's also the feminist, where I can do everything for myself. It almost makes it seem like you don't want to be cared for. Some strong women that are out there. Not me.
Yeah. But going back to
I'm
Johnny,
a baby.
Care for me.
So-
exactly.
so going back to this whole Johnny Depp thing, what the point I'm trying to make is that we're automatically crucified, men in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm telling you, this guy lost roles. This guy lost money. You know, I've known people that have lost promotions over false allegations. So my question is, like, what can be the remedy? Should we take men's accusations more seriously? Because Johnny Depp was saying that he was being abused.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he's guilty of something too.
Oh,
He's not.
absolutely.
He's
he
not in
never
the clear.
denied it. He said in the thing that he had to at one point like push her away from him, but that doesn't mean that he hit her out of
So
nowhere.
just because he did it, does that automatically dismiss his claim
No,
against
absolutely
her? But that's
not.
what
They
happens,
both
and that's
should
what.
be held accountable, and both should be looking for help.
Manny, what do you think?
This is like a very touchy subject for me.
Let's touch it. That's what we're here for.
A man should never ever hit a woman
Right.
for whatever circumstances. And I know that you get to the point where you just want to blow or you just want to go ham on. At the end of the day, the man is always going to end up losing, regardless of however you slice it or dice it. She could be at fault. He's always going to lose. So, for me, a man should never ever get to that point where he needs to hit a woman. If that's the case, then he needs to just go out, vent, do whatever he has to do, come back, and try to talk it out with a fresh mindset.
But at the same time, the woman shouldn't be hitting the man either.
But
No,
that's
but
what I'm
you
saying.
shouldn't.
If someone is provoking that much anger in you,
Why is get out of
right,
it? Get out of it.
Like that is not healthy whatsoever. And if that's just a start, imagine in a few years. You get me? Like it's just
Yeah.
toxic.
Yeah.
In
See,
all
but,
angles.
but nowadays, people like women, because I see it a lot, like on Instagram, like oh, I want my man to like make me shut up, like tell me off, because it makes me happy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like those are the weird ones, but
Yeah.
there are people like that.
Cuckoo
There are
for
people
Cocoa
like that. They want
Right.
that toxicness. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
probably because they saw it
that's-
when they were kids,
and they think it's normal.
and they
That's
think it's
their
love.
normal.
It's
Mhm.
not. That
Just
is
like a
not
lot
love.
of people think that
It's
somebody
not love, everybody.
stalking you is love.
Right.
Not at all.
Not love.
I think also like this talks also a lot about like soap operas and things we see in movies.
Oh my God,
Because
yes.
even in movies, you always see the
Right.
That's
there's always a man getting slapped, you know? And that man has feelings.
I think you can zoom in on that because that was perfect.
That was
Yeah.
hysterical.
That I mean, it's crazy. And I've always said like I've never slapped anyone. But the moment like if I ever feel as though I have to slap a man,
Yeah.
get out of here. Like that's so disrespectful. Like that's someone's face.
yeah.
You get me? That is someone's legit face you're hitting.
Right.
Basically.
Exactly.
It like I said, it goes back to the point. Like if you're angry, just
Leave.
Leave.
Just
completely.
just
Work on
leave, vent it
yourself,
out.
dude.
Just
now what? Now there should be repercussions for false reporting as well.
Yes,
There is.
there are.
I mean,
Yeah.
If you
okay,
can
I mean,
prove-
pretty sure there. Go ahead.
Jail
If you can
time.
prove that it wasn't true, that person can be tried or
Right,
whatever
right,
you
of
call
course,
it,
yeah, for false
falsification of-
falsification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's out there.
Right.
It's just and it goes back to the same thing with men not feeling like it's okay for them to say it hurts when you hit me. Like
Right.
it hurts clearly, and nobody wants to be
Esa galleta duelen.
oh coño que se duelen. They leave a red spot and shit.
But the good news is that Johnny Depp will be more than likely reprising his role.
I
So
hope it gets because it's not fair.
It's
Yeah.
not fair,
It's
and
not
those
fair.
movies are bomb. They
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
isn't
They
it?
try
I
to
love
get another
him.
Jack Sparrow.
it's not gonna work.
No.
Nah, that's
Nah,
not gonna
not
It's
at
like
all.
when they try to get another Dumb and Dumber. I don't know if y'all saw like the second Dumb and
Nah.
Dumber. They try
Yeah,
to
no.
replace Jim Carrey.
No.
That
No,
shit wasn't
that ain't
working.
gonna work.
Well, this topic was gonna go actually a little longer, but we're gonna cut it short since we are a bit delayed.
It don't
Not us.
taste like alcohol.
Oh,
And then Natalia's complaining about that.
She just realized. She's like, huh,
She's like, this tastes like
water.
seltzer
It's like
water.
flavored water.
Yeah.
She just came
listen
back
to
from
Splu.
vacay, so
Yeah.
Little
the
things
whole-
that if you,
the
how
whole-
many does she have to drink? 8,
About 9.
and then you feel it.
10, 21,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
46.
I drank like 6. I came out of here like, "Hey."
Okay, 6.
So Splu, take us out real quick. When we come back, we are going to have Danny, the sneaker guy. Dave. It
the
says
sneaker-
Danny. I wrote Danny. I'm sorry,
wrote
Danny. I wrote that. It's Dave, the sneaker guy. Sorry on my notes. We're gonna have Dave, the sneaker guy. Don't correct it now. It makes no sense.
Well, I don't want to make the same mistake you just did.
Yo, Splu, take us out. We'll be back in 30 seconds with Dave, the sneaker guy. Gender Blender is sponsored by the Harlem Wine Room. You want to dine, sip some great wine, and simply have a great time? Come to the Blue Door with the Grapevine. Harlem Wine Room, located at 3454 Broadway in New York City.
Gender Blender is also sponsored by the Harlem Cigar Room. Want to blow some smoke after a stressful workday? Come to the Harlem Cigar Room. It's your sanctuary. Located at 3456 Broadway in New York City.
And I was like, no, I'm not. That's her thing. And she goes, he's going to be mean to you one day. I said, he makes fun of me all the
That's
time.
why.
I guess she doesn't hear that part.
I know, right?
Is it healthier?
Like,
Yeah.
Hey,
Welcome
Yes,
back.
ladies and gentlemen, and we are back here on Gender Blend. What's so funny?
Natalia got scared.
That's cool. You too
Natalia's a
much,
little
man.
jumpy because, you know, she came from Santo Domingo and she's still,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
still a little tropical.
Natalia still got a whole bunch of Brugal in her
She's
system.
still a little
I'm telling
tropical.
you. Which is not a bad thing to have,
She had too
actually.
much sun and all that fun stuff without us. It's okay.
maybe.
Dang.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a guest in the house today. Hello. Wait, we got the baby's guest? Or
The baby
daddy?
wants to give me his He wants to give me his phone because he
Which
wants
is
me
the
to
guest?
call him.
Welcome to our
Yeah, I
show,
got you.
Dave.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
we
it's on.
have.
Hold
We
on. Yeah, Dave, you live. Get closer to
You-
the mic.
Very close to you.
Yes, we have
Hello?
Dave,
Now,
the
hold on,
sneaker
hold on,
guy,
hold on.
in the
Let's
building.
give a proper introduction, like I said.
Yes.
We got Dave, the sneaker guy.
Dave, the
now.
speaker
what's
guy.
So,
Take this away, man.
so basically, welcome, Dave. Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking
No
part of
doubt,
your
no
time
doubt.
to come and sit with us, talk a little bit about how you started and whatnot. If you go on his Instagram, ladies and gentlemen, you see that this guy is a true bona fide hustler.
Hey, let's do this.
The dude is a hustler in every way, shape, or form. I don't think. Do you even sleep?
No.
Do you get sleep
I go to sleep at 4:30.
at 4:30?
Yeah. 7. My son get up at 7.
Dope.
This guy goes everywhere to repair sneakers. So he cleans them, he restores them, like they just came out of the box. And I met him like almost a year ago.
Yeah, maybe yeah.
I saw one of his ads on Instagram, and I was like, okay, let me see what the dude is all about. So I gave him one of my sneakers. I was like, yo, you know what? See what you can do with them. When I got them back, bro, them joints were crispy, crispy. And I'm telling you, the dude is amazing. If you ever need sneakers cleaned or restored, go on his Instagram, Dave the Sneaker Guy, and he will definitely do you right. Now, with that being said,
Now, first, I'm sorry to interrupt you. But man, we gotta start this off. What's your Instagram? Because everybody, you talk about the Instagram, we gotta start that off.
Yeah.
Dave the sneaker guy.
Dave the Sneaker
Like
Guy,
I
just
said.
that.
like I
mean,
said,
his name could have been Dave the Sneaker Guy, the same sneakers. You don't know. That's why we gotta ask him, what's your Instagram?
now, what made you decide to go into restoring sneakers? What got you into that?
One of my homies was doing this for like all his life out his backyard, and back in 2017, I was working at Fridays in Green Acres, and one of my homies was actually opening up a sneaker restoration shop on Jamaica Ave. So what he did, he came to my house and he was like, he wanted me to be the face of the sneaker restoration shop because I know everybody.
Cool.
So I did that. So I quit Fridays the next day.
Hey.
And then I went so we started the sneaker restoration shop on May 2nd, 2017. by June, like middle of June, the sneaker restoration shop is packed out already. You understand? Because the way I promote heavy. You know what I'm saying? So it's packed out already. But at the end of the day, I didn't like how business was really going. You understand? Because at the end of the day, everybody thought it was my shop.
Yeah.
But it really was my friend's shop, but nobody really knew him. So, but when the money came in, it went to him, not me. You understand what I'm saying? So
You smart.
It was a lot of.
You smart dude. Yeah! I know exactly where this is going. Tell me.
But at that time, I wasn't cleaning sneakers though. I was just the face of the shop. I was just like working front desk and bringing everybody in and stuff like that.
Right.
I didn't really see myself cleaning sneakers. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy how I'm doing it now, but back then I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Yes. You understand? So when the money started slowing up,
Yeah.
a lot of my peoples was like, you got to do this for yourself. But me, I didn't want to cut my friend, you feel me? Like, trying to, like, being loyal, because I knew him since I was, like, 3 years old, you feel me? So I didn't want to just take his business from off his feet, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it took me a minute to start my own, to be on my own, because I didn't want to leave my friend, even though the business was not doing good. I mean, it was doing good as far as people coming in, but as far as me seeing money, I wasn't really seeing anything. You understand what I'm saying? So October 2017, I left the shop. No, I really left in August, but in October, me and my mans, we had an argument, and I ain't speak to him since that October 2017. So October 2017, my uncle, he live in Philly. And he asked me, like, how can I get these sneakers to you for you to clean them? So at that time, I started cleaning sneakers back, like, October. So I told him, like, hold the sneakers. I'm going to come get them. So what I did was I hopped on the Chinese bus, and I went to Philly. But the whole time I was doing it, I was recording. So I was vlogging the whole time I was on the Chinese bus, vlogging the whole time. I'm just waiting. Regular people just speaking to me, I'm vlogging everything. So once I put that on Instagram, it attracts more eyes. You understand what I'm saying? So after I did the Philly trip, I came back, and I got a cousin that lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. And he basically asked me the same thing, like, yo, I'm about to ship you these sneakers. And I told him, nah, I'm going to come get them. So I got back on the Chinese bus and went to Charlotte, North Carolina, cleaned his sneakers. And while I was out there, I was doing a lot of heavy promotion. So I got a lot of other clientele out there. So, and after the North Carolina trip, this was like 2018, January 2018. After that trip, it was pretty much up from there. Everybody from all states just started hitting me up, and I just started going everywhere. Really.
That's what's up.
I can ask questions.
Yeah, sure.
So, do you now promote, like, what state you're gonna go to get your clients?
Yeah, I gotta go to Houston in 2 weeks. So when I go to Houston, before I go to Houston, I'm gonna make an announcement.
Gotcha.
And then I'll probably copy and paste that announcement over and over and over again. Yeah.
To get the clientele.
Right.
Cool. And do you take the travel into account for the fee that you're gonna charge them?
No, not really. Cause I'm taking the Chinese bus. The Chinese bus is like $25. You feel me? Compared to a plane ticket is like $200 or something like that. I don't mind the 12, 11 hour ride there wherever I'm going. You understand what I'm saying? So I hop on the bus. It's 20.
I ain't sitting on no bus.
Now listen, man. But
crazy, but that drive back though.
That's crazy.
Well, with me, I'm a thinker. So that 11 hours, I get to think. I run the whole business by myself. You understand? So I got a lot of things going on in my mind that I need to be accomplishing. You understand what I'm saying? So that 11 hours, I get to think of my next move, do what I got to do. You understand what I'm saying? And then the bus stops, like, every state. If you smoke a little weed, get off smoke weed, whatever. And then you be straight. You understand what I'm saying? So I take that trip every time. So I'm actually thinking about taking a bus to Houston, too. I don't know if I'm taking a plane yet.
Now
that's the farthest you've gone so far.
So far, yeah. And after Houston, I gotta go to Vegas.
So what places have you visited so far, specifically on business?
I've been everywhere I go is business. I've been to Chicago, Indiana, Boston, Washington D.C. because I clean sneakers for the Georgetown Hoyas. I stayed with the basketball players. got to meet Patrick Ewing and all that, cause that's their coach.
That's what's up.
Right. So DC, Atlanta. Atlanta is one of my other highest markets too. That's why I'm gonna be moving to Atlanta soon because my business is going crazy in Atlanta. So I go out there like once a month. I'm in
Dave,
Atlanta,
don't do
like
that
once a
to me.
month.
Don't do that to me.
I'm-
I still
I'm
need
back and
sneakers
forth.
clean.
I'm
man.
back and forth. I'm back and forth.
So you will go to Jersey, right?
Oh, Jersey up the block. Yeah, we do.
I was gonna
Jersey
say, I
up
was
the
just about to ask, if you move to Atlanta, obviously you're gonna be coming up.
Yeah, I'm back and forth. Back and forth.
Okay.
'Cause I gotta get this.
Yeah.
Is one pair of
Right,
sneakers that I need fixed.
And the thing about him is that he not only fixes sneakers, he actually fixes like women's shoes and like
Oh,
heels and
okay.
stuff
Right,
like
right,
that.
right,
Uggs.
right. Yeah. That's easy. Yeah.
Look at Smurf.
Oh, this changes a whole lot of things.
Now,
I got a
Dave.
bunch of heels that are messed
Now,
up.
Dave, you are a family man. In fact, we are joined by your lovely wife
Yes,
and
and
your
your
son.
son is trying to
right.
give me her phone.
Beautiful. That's an
Yes, yes.
He keeps trying to give me his phone.
Now,
little
Now-
man trying to scoop Karina all day.
Hey, I have that effect on little boys.
now you're always traveling. You're always
And you.
in every single borough.
Right.
How does that affect your family life?
Well, I'll put it like this. Like,
And she can chime in too. You know?
it's like an entrepreneur's life is never normal. If you know,
Yeah.
if you look at all the successful entrepreneurs, their life is never normal. So you understand, my life is not normal. You understand what I'm saying? And it's sacrifices you gotta take, but at the end of the day, we'll be all right because what I'm doing is gonna make us get there. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
Amen.
It's
That's true.
it's all right. Like I said, like it's a lot of like if you spend a week with me, you be like you'll be tired. You'll be like, what the hell? Like, you're doing too much. Like you understand what I'm saying? Because it's no sleep. It's go.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, like we might fight, we might argue, but at the end of the day, we know what's about to happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
By the end of this year, I'm speaking it into existence. But by the end of this year, I should have a sneaker contract.
Hey.
A person here, Denise McCord, she's asking how much are the services to restore?
It all depends on the condition of the sneakers, but average price is like from maybe like $35 to like $70.
Okay.
Okay.
Boy, you about to get my whole closet.
What's up?
You
Right.
about to come on here like the Grinch. Like, what?
Listen, I'm here.
Tell you
Word.
something.
How long does it take you on average to restore one sneaker?
One sneaker,
Or like a pair of sneakers?
it all depends on the condition, but I say like a day, 2 days tops.
So we're gonna change the business model, guys. We're gonna start charging at least $100. So get it straight. This man is working long hours.
She's trying to get a cut. She's trying to get a cut.
Like,
No. A
10%.
whole day? It's $100. We're redefining the prices,
But
y'all.
me, I don't work on one sneaker at a time. I work on multiple. You know what I'm saying? I work on
Yeah,
I
I
got
can
maybe
see.
in my office I got maybe 200 pairs.
100.
Yeah.
It's a lot of $100.
Right now to clean.
Yeah, that I'm working on. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
What's a time period that you give to your clients to return the
Yeah.
sneakers?
Oh, like 7 days. 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, like I said, I do this by myself, so sometimes I do go over a little bit, but they understand because they see what I'm doing. Like
It's a
everything I
one-man
do,
show.
everything I do, I put it on Instagram. Like even when my car broke down, I put it on Instagram just so my customers could see. Look, my car's broke
Yeah.
down. You understand what I'm saying? So everything I do, I put it on there just because content is key. You understand what I'm saying? Content. That's why I'm so far is because of my content. You understand? I got maybe over 15,000 posts. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Not a lot of people got 15,000 posts. Like when I look at these other sneaker restoration pages, they not
As
you
active.
understand? But at the same time, I'm not even gonna lie. Like these other sneaker restoration people, I give it to them. You understand what I'm saying? They are way better than me. You understand what I'm saying? Way better than me. But the only thing is, like, they grind is not. They can't. Nobody's gonna outwork me. Nobody's gonna outwork me. That's number one. You're not gonna outwork me. You could be better than me. That's cool. But you're not gonna outwork me. I just told you I got 200 pairs, and you understand it's 365 days in a year, 200 pairs, and that's just for this month. You understand what I'm saying? So they could like I said, they are nice. They'll put your face on the side of a sneaker, and you be like, what the fuck, like, but they not gonna outwork me. You understand what I'm saying? If you look at a sneaker restoration page, you don't even know who the person is. You understand what I'm saying? Like you look at my page, you feel like you know me because you see me everywhere, and my face is always in the camera. not only my face is in the camera, I put my customers on camera too. So he know I put him
Yeah.
on. I put him on camera mad
Yeah.
time. So you understand. So
Definitely.
people can see that. You understand. It's all about
Definitely.
what people see. It's like I said, it's all about content.
So with the growth of your high demand, are you looking to also train others to get under your wing for your business?
Definitely. When the time is right, though, because you understand what I'm saying. Like I just told you, like an entrepreneur's lifestyle is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So most people not used to being an entrepreneur, right?
Mhm.
Most people are used to comfortability, so they need that 9 to 5 type. I don't live my life like that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's hard to find people to do this with. You understand? Because I just get up and go.
Yeah.
Some people like set schedules. They like planning and stuff. That's not how my life is made. I just go. Like somebody hit me up from Florida, I'll be in Florida the next 2 days.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So since this is a gender blender, Manny, if you can please, and if you're willing to, we want to see both sides of what it's like to live in an entrepreneur household.
Yes.
So could I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Come along, oh baby. Just yeah,
Just
right
say
there, right
Just
there.
say
No, I'm telling you for Manny to get up. So
Yeah.
Poor man.
Manny always gets up.
All
Take
right.
one for the team always.
Welcome.
All right,
Oh,
what
welcome
we
to
do?
the table.
That's right.
Here's the microphone.
Okay. So
Well,
how?
first of all, what's your name?
Yeah.
Hello.
Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle. What's the baby's name?
Woman.
Carter. Carter.
Hi.
He's so cute. He's been giving his phone to Curry.
That's a true thing. He's trying to get
I
to
know,
me.
right?
He like, girl, put your number in there.
They try to give
Let
me
me
a
get your
cookie.
Instagram.
All right, girl. So, what do you recommend for other women who are in situations like such that have a partner that is in an entrepreneur role? I know, right? Take him. Bye. What is your advice?
Like how to handle those.
How to handle,
the
like-
absence, you
That's
know.
Judy's canoe
You
computer.
have to understand the goal. I think it's very important to understand the goal, because if you don't understand what the goal is, you're just gonna be like, oh, this person's out of the house. They're not here. They're not. I'm doing this. I wish you were here. I wish you wasn't. But because I know what his end goal is, I believe in that end goal, so I'm patient.
Yes. That's amazing. And sometimes, do you also help out in the business?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. Yes.
That's amazing.
No, yeah, no
I
doubt,
love it.
No doubt. Word, when I need to go places, sometimes my car not sometimes my car not working. We take hers. She drive me where I need to be and stuff like that. Word.
Right, love it.
no doubt,
Dream
no
work.
doubt.
So communication and patience are now you know.
Hi.
Hello.
Teamwork
Mhm.
is dream work.
You heard?
Any else? Let me get the final word.
All right.
Final word.
Another word.
Anything else you need to
We
say?
got
Just
your-
plug the
Now.
business. You got 1 minute.
Now, yeah. To close off this segment. What makes you? I understand you saying you're working different. What's making you different? Why I want to go to you rather than seeing, let's say, a sneaker restoration page that has, I don't know, 1 million followers.
Oh, that is a good question, right? But with me, it's a whole experience, right? With them, it's just get it and go. You know, like I said, you're not even gonna know the person, even if they do got 1 million followers. If they do got 1 million followers, that person's too Hollywood to say hi to you. Bet you that. Bet you that. You understand what I'm saying? I put it like that.
That's you.
So with
That's
me,
it right there.
like I said, with me, it's a whole experience. Like I've been on maybe 20 sneaker tours since I started. I never stayed in a hotel. I stay at my customer's house. That's how crazy it is. You understand what I'm saying? And they show me around the town, and they put me on other people so I get more customers while I'm out there. You
There'll be
understand what I'm
one on
saying? So
Tuesday.
yeah, it's crazy.
Big birthday.
That's dope.
Yep.
That's dope. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah. At Dave the Sneaker Guy on Instagram. At Dave the Sneaker Guy on YouTube. Yeah, pretty much that. You could Google Dave the Sneaker Guy and it will pop up. So yeah.
That's where you made it. That's where you made it, dog. Any sales? How's this working? Like anybody reach you, just go directly to your Instagram.
Right, just go right to the Instagram. Like you can
Alright.
speak to me directly. I ain't Hollywood.
You
You
ain't
heard me?
Hollywood. You ain't there.
Yeah,
All right, Dave. Thank you very
Appreciate it,
much.
appreciate
Michelle,
it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Little player baby over there.
No doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up, we got the Beautiful female wrestler Storm coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, Gender Blender, take us out.
Thank you so much. I don't know if he's gonna want to go.
Is sponsored by the Harlem Wine Room. You want to dine, sip some great wine, and simply have a great time? Come to the Blue Door with the Grapevine. Harlem Wine Room, located at 3454 Broadway in New York City.
Gender Blender is also sponsored by the Harlem Cigar Room. Want to blow some smoke after a stressful workday? Come to the Harlem Cigar Room. It's your sanctuary. Located at 3456 Broadway in New York City.
Ladies and gentlemen, and we are back, the dopest show on a Tuesday night. Gender Blender in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Sploo, SPLOU. Follow me everywhere you can spell it. You gonna see me, I'm gonna follow you. Sploo. Yeah. Gender Blender. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Storm coming up. And y'all gonna get used to this, right? Y'all gonna get used to hearing my voice and hearing Solmaida right now, cause that's it.
What's poppin'?
That's it.
Yo, wait till I get my mic. Wait till I get my own mic, cause this gonna be a rap.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, now we are back with the Gender Blender. Now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gender Blender, where we blur the line in the gender divide. As you can see, we have female professional wrestler in the building, Neff, also known as Storm.
Hi.
What's going on? What's going on, Neff?
Hi, how's everyone?
We good. What's going on? So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your background, where you from, who you with.
Who you with?
Nah, I'm not sorry.
Like, are you rocking with?
There you go. That's all. There you go.
Degeneration.
Now, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, my name is Nefertari.
Nefertari.
Oh, I love that name.
That name is
Oh, I had a
beautiful.
student with that name.
Fire.
Yeah, but I do go by JC Storm.
JC Storm.
I am Dominican.
Hey.
Yeah. ¿De qué parte? ¿De qué parte?
De la capital.
Capitalizing.
You suck, dude.
I don't know. I'm a family person. I live with my mom, my sister sometimes.
Sometimes.
But yeah, I don't really say my age like.
Nah, you don't have to. Nah.
That's okay. We don't either.
A woman don't say her age.
We just pretend.
So,
not to know.
Okay.
so you live in the city? You live...
Yes, I'm from the Bronx.
Aye!
Okay.
All day.
Originally I'm from
right.
Manhattan, but I moved to the Bronx like pretty young, so we rep the Bronx.
Where, around Grand Concourse?
Yes.
Dominican Bronx, Grand Concourse. That's the thing.
What?
So, question.
Yes.
When did you develop a love for wrestling? That's because, like, if I see you on the street,
I
I'm
would
like,
never,
I would never guess you could kick my ass.
never in a million years.
I would be like, so
I get
how,
that a
how did
lot.
you develop a love for wrestling? When did this come?
Pretty much, I feel like as soon as I was born.
You just want to
She came out fighting.
No, my dad was a huge wrestling fan,
Okay.
and he got me into it. It was always me and my sister, and I was always a little more closer to my dad. So, we had like the N64, and he would buy us like the wrestling game, and she wasn't with it, and I always used to like be all into that, and I always used to fight with like my guy cousins. They used to like throw me off the bed. I used to have like a bleeding like head, and then my mom's like, "Stop playing with the guys." So I find that funny earlier. So I'm like, but this is so much fun. But that's pretty much like how I got into it, just like very young and being around it with everyone in my family.
What's your earliest memory of like wrestling? Like yeah, you grew into, but what was like a moment that you're like, wow, this is what match? Like what moment on TV was like, this is pretty cool?
Well, my favorite wrestler is Sting.
Okay.
So just ever since I started seeing him and his development and how his character changed and all of that, I was like, you know what? I want to be just like him when I grow up. And my mom was like, no, you need to go to school. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess maybe after I go to school.
Right.
School and stuff.
But yeah, probably around that time.
When did you start going like professional?
Yeah.
Wow, I like to consider myself a professional wrestler in training.
Okay.
I started
A professional trainer.
Professional wrestling training.
I started with that whole process about a year and 7 months ago.
Oh wow.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So you're still developing your skills.
Yes.
Do you have a finishing move yet?
I do.
What?
A finishing move, like when they
Ooh,
finish
like
their.
when they say finish him.
Yeah. No, it's not Mortal Kombat.
Oh, my bad.
I do. I like to keep it a secret, but I guess I can say.
You wanna.
Ooh, she's gonna hit it. She's gonna try it on Screw.
She gonna try us through there. We're gonna.
You don't need a lot of room, right? Just throw him right on the table.
This is your clip. This is your.
He'll be alright.
Not yet.
Oh.
We're gonna leave that for the end.
Take my shirt off.
No.
Okay.
Please don't.
Please do not.
Nah, because I got the six pack, so she can feel like she's fighting the rest of them.
A White Claw.
Who was that?
So-
Who you think?
Who the competition?
Who you think that was? No one.
You heard her laughing. I love it.
So you're in training.
Mm-hmm.
So can you mention the name of the organization you're with? Are there? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I go to school at House of Glory.
That's a very, very well-known professional wrestling development. No, House of Glory. Yeah, that's no, but a lot of
Smurf, yeah.
a lot of professional wrestlers actually go train when they come to Brooklyn to perform. They actually go to House of Glory to like train with you guys, like WWE superstars. So it's
like Sasha Banks was just
So I
there
saw she got to
last
train with
night.
Sasha Banks. She was there last night as well.
I've trained with her before, and like, we have a bunch of people who come, mostly a lot because of my trainer, which is Amazing Red. He's like awesome. So he's very well known in the business, so a lot of people respect him.
Mm-hmm.
So if they ever need his help or anything like that, they reach out to him, and
Yeah.
Cool.
So how many matches have you had in training? Go. I'm sorry. Go for it. She saw the notes.
No, you
Go.
said it already.
Go. Okay.
I've had a couple of matches within my school with female and males as well.
Also, you do mixed wrestling as well.
Intergender, yes.
Wait, what?
She,
That's awesome.
she be gender. She be blender.
That she's been blending the genders.
We don't even know it.
She's the true definition of gender.
Yeah, really.
Yes, because, we have to show that just because it is a male-dominant sport, but, women can hang. Sometimes
Good.
better than the man.
Hey.
Ooh, girl, don't be starting no shit. Don't be starting no shit.
que le den.
Eh,
Yo estoy loco porque ella me haga un rock bottom. Pero
Ella
eso
te
no
va
es
a
nada. All right, eso no es nada, pero está bien.
She gonna give you something to talk about.
Oye, no, yo cojo yo.
So
Está
now,
loco porque la amarren.
so now that you did mention intergender matches, like, what's the level of trust with your male counterparts at House of Glory? First of all, that they're not gonna, pasarse de mano or like hurt you. Forget about even like anything sexual, like hurt you. Like, how do you trust them not to hurt you since they obviously outweigh you and out?
Wow, that's a good question.
Like, what's the locker room
Wait,
feel like?
isn't it? Don't you guys have to be like the same height and weight to fight?
No. Oh no, you should see the shit I've seen her do. It's fucking crazy.
¿Cómo? Can you show me?
Y'all are crazy.
I feel like with,
Masoquita que
That's crazy.
It's like, I want to say.
So go, yes.
I feel like with trust is more of like the trust within the sports, because like at the end of the day, I like to consider myself a competitor. So
Right.
once I get in the ring, like anything else that was happening beforehand, like I'm your opponent, I'm here to win. So it's like game on.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
True is that though? You guys select who wins first? Or?
Yeah, let's.
No,
So.
not at all, not at
You're
all.
telling me, me and you could be out in the ring like, yeah,
She gonna beat your ass.
loca, tú supiste que quién le pegó cuerno a quién. Está bien,
So-
vamos pa'l ring. Pum, 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 se dan uno, todo el mundazo se debe cuarto.
So I think, because I think the
Sounds
question,
about right.
because I think the question that
Come
Smurf
again.
is because
She
Vince,
understood me. She understood me.
because Vince McMahon years ago made it known that wrestling is sports entertainment and it's predetermined the outcome. So there's certain wrestling agencies that don't determine the outcome. That's what you're alluding to, correct?
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
So House of Glory doesn't do that. Her company doesn't do that. So what is the hardest part of being a female in the business? Like, it's all about, like, what's for you? What's the hardest? Like, do you have to prove yourself?
I feel like for women and wrestling, like I said before, it is a male dominant sport.
Right.
So if you think about it from back in the days where women were having like the bra and like those type of matches to like where we are now, it's like a whole big like game change. So I think
Right.
it's not more less of trying to prove yourself to like everyone around you, but just making sure you like stand your ground and prove that you can do anything you want if you set your mind to.
Amen.
Don't worry about like the things that people used to say back then with like women and things like that. So just do what you gotta do. I think.
How often do you train a week?
Damn, that's.
We
That's
were right
good
there.
shit.
We were right there.
See, I took the question from you.
Yo,
We right there.
yo. You know,
Yeah.
now for real, that's what I was saying.
When it first started.
You too? Oh my god.
So our school for training is open from Mondays to Fridays, and it's in the afternoon. So with my schedule, I have a 9 to 5 job. So right after work, I go straight to training.
She was supposed to be in training today, and she came to Gender
I
Blender,
was.
baby. Yeah.
Thank you.
They're going to kill
Now,
me.
if you don't mind me asking, what do you do? Like your 9 to 5?
Oh no, I wasn't gonna.
Oh, okay. I do social work.
Good.
That is
for
crazy.
you,
So
girl.
you're like working with papers and social work
And
stuff
fucking
like that.
people up at
You
night.
just go knock niggas out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like she's a real life like Clark Kent.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you have a costume or mask?
A gear.
Gear.
No,
Gear. Don't offend her. Yo, you're about to get hurt.
She was like,
no,
excuse
it's
me?
alright. No, dame golpe. Yo lo cojo. No about it.
Excuse me?
Eso no sirve.
Yeah, I do have.
What's your entrance? He wants to know what your entrance is like.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh, can you talk about your entrance?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, your gear in the entrance.
He's scared. Look, Sploo's scared. I never seen. Yeah, I know.
My gear is this like cloud that I made from like scratch, and like the lights have to be off and everything, and I come out with the cloud and it like
that's awesome.
shines like if it's like lightning,
Yeah, like the one you saw in
Cause
the
she's
logo.
a
The logo.
storm.
Storm.
Right, there's
That's why there's a
Yo sí soy bruto. I was like, this woman, she a weather lady. I don't know.
weather lady.
The weather
La
lady.
reporte.
Yeah,
It's
I get it.
that's it. It's gonna rain.
I get it now. She installed.
Just stop.
He just stop. Just quit what you.
That's all right.
Okay, and then why the name Storm? What is the
Right.
significance to you?
To me, I just feel like after every storm, there's like a sunshine. So it's more of like an internal thing. Like I can get through anything, whether it's like in my personal life or in the ring or anything like that. So I just wanna, when I'm in the ring and I'm fighting, I wanna portray that in my fighting.
I have two questions. I have two questions from the chat.
Yes.
Two questions from the chat, real quick. One question from Tommy Sanchez. How many matches have you won?
Tommy.
Shout out to Tommy
matches
Sanchez.
have I
We miss you,
won?
Tommy.
Wait, how many?
How many
Match
matches
one.
have you won?
One.
I was gonna say, well, if it helps, I feel like I've lost 2 matches.
Okay, so she's lost two. She'll say the one she's lost, so she's probably won a couple. The next question, well, you wouldn't know this per se, yeah, but how's the money difference from women? Do you know any insight, like what's the pay disparity?
It all depends, like the different feds that
The diff-
the different feds where you
Mhm.
fight, and if you're like in a company where you have a contract, so that's different. That's
So
around
it's-
like
yeah.
salary and things like that. So it all depends.
But we know there's like a gender inequality when it comes to pay. So I'm pretty sure the wrestling business that's so male dominated, it's not
So
that
there,
different.
like you could do this as a full-time job.
Yeah, depending on what promotion, like she said, like.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
All right. Yes.
How
sir.
do you lift a lot?
Yes.
I've been lifting, girl. Okay, so how much you been lifting?
I recently like legs. I've been all about legs, which I should focus more on arm.
Same.
But
Y la otra como que
She
corrió
just-
de
Yo,
ella.
shut up before I slap you against the wall.
You just said you don't slap nobody.
I'm against violence.
But she'll slap you.
But this is
She
wrestling.
wrestler, she talking all gangster.
She'll break her rule for you.
She talking like that because she got her wrestling.
Cause you special. Okay, go.
Yo me paro de aquí y me dame un power pump. Yo lo cojo tranquilo, pero tú
uh,
sabes que tiene que te defiende.
with legs, I've been like pushing about 845 pounds on the left and 845 pounds on the right.
That's
Shit, girl.
840.
I'm nowhere near
Wait,
that.
like 840 pounds?
No.
eight plates,
45.
No, tú tumba un burro. si
That's
no-
still a lot.
Oh no, that's a lot, but 840 is like a lot.
No,
right?
840
Like,
plates.
oh,
Yeah,
¿Tú sabes cuánto?
So that's 320.
yeah.
¿Tú
So
sabes
that's
cuánto
640.
saca de arroz?
So that's a lot.
Shit.
They got Karina doing math over here and shit. Karina
he
too
doing
tired.
this to me.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still trying to keep going and get stronger. Yeah.
I ain't trying to do that.
So, 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, again, women's revolution in wrestling. Like, what's your opinion on that? Like, remember, you just stated before that WWE went from bra and panties matches and lingerie matches to women actually showing their athleticism and actually outperforming some of the men. Some women have stolen the show at WrestleMania.
I was
And-
gonna say they went from that to main event.
Yeah, there's never been a situation where WrestleMania was always like the championship match, like the two top men fighting. But this, like 2 years ago, was the two top women. So how do you feel about that? And you going into this business now with that momentum? And do you feel the momentum is dying down? Do you think this was just a hype, or do you feel like the momentum is still going when it comes to women's wrestling?
No, I feel like it's very inspiring. You have women who are like Tessa, who's an Impact, and
Queen Blanchard, right? Tessa Blanchard?
yeah. And even women in New Japan like Meiko, or like women in AAA, which is Lucha Libre, like Fabio Pache. Like all these women are super inspiring because, like I said, a lot of people have had intergender matches and have even stolen the show. So it's just very inspiring to see how women's wrestling is progressing, and it just gives me like hope.
Yeah. So it's funny we're talking about intergender matches. We just talk about like men hitting women. Like, do you think?
I know. It comes full circle, y'all.
Yeah, it comes full circle.
comes
So my question about that is,
Didn't even see that coming.
because do you think it should be. Do you believe there should be intergender matches on TV? Should children be watching that? Men hitting women and vice versa? Like, what's your personal opinion? Not your professional opinion, but what's your take on that?
I feel like, of course, what makes a man any more different to have a match like with a specific gender?
Right.
I feel like I'm going twice as hard, always training day in, day out. I don't know about anybody else, but I've seen people and I feel like I go harder than even some guys who are training. So what makes you any different?
Right. Manny has had a question for the last 12 questions, and pobrecito, what's your question?
Puede ser de risada.
You asked a question and I relay it.
Focus.
Exactly. Who was your biggest influence coming up in the game?
She says Sting.
Huh?
She says Sting at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sting.
Sting, the wrestler, Sting.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay, yeah. She said, yeah. So we got you.
So you wasn't like one of those girls into wrestling, like really liking like China and like you was liking the dudes type thing.
Yeah, I mean, wait, don't say it.
No, tampoco
I'll
así.
just say,
oye,
don't
no.
be saying that. No, I love China too, but I when I said it, I said my favorite wrestler.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. No.
But
I'm trying to
you did grow up in that era, like liking,
Yes.
you know, X-Pac and Road Dog and D-Generation X. And
Yes.
Stone Cold destroying everybody.
Yeah.
Goldberg. Oh, remember when Goldberg came into WWF?
He's still there.
He's still there.
He's
yeah.
champion now.
Yeah, but remember Goldberg?
champion?
Yeah, don't ask.
Goldberg was WCW. Remember there was like a division. There was WWF and they even had WCW.
Yeah.
When Goldberg came into WWF, man, that was
overrated.
Nah, you crazy. You crazy.
So,
Crazy. Goldberg invented the spear. The tackles were different after Goldberg came out.
he was a football player. So, question, they want to know how many dudes hit on you on the job.
Wow.
Gender.
Ooh, yeah.
What was that?
Gender blender.
That's Natalia getting
You should-
inspired.
You should
Natalia
record
got
that.
Inspired.
That needs to be like a button we press. Like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
When will we say that? So what do you do? I'm a wrestler. Ooh, yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Like, actually.
So, you could plead the fifth as well. That was just a question from the chat.
No, I was gonna say I feel like I come off very professional
Good.
about everything. I don't lead anybody on or anything
Good.
like that. I like to keep my personal life and like my wrestling life separate. So I never really get that. I feel like I could give the vibe of like, no.
Okay.
So is that something like when you meet a guy, right? Let's say,
She got
No,
RBF.
She's an
course.
untouchable.
first of all, are you in a relationship or how does that?
No, I am not.
All right, so perfect. So if the conversation comes up, right? So if you meet a guy, how you doing? Hey, my name is Billy. How you doing? Is that something that even comes up like on the first date? Like, hey, I'm a wrestler. Now we'll whoop your ass if you get crazy.
Yeah, that's a good question,
I
actually.
don't know about
No,
that.
don't ever
Wait.
tell him. Let that come out as a surprise
Te lo
when you
digo entre yo,
slam him on the
muchacho,
floor.
mira, te dejo seco.
Wrestling definitely comes up super quick because I feel like
It's a big
a
part.
lot of it of why I'm not in a relationship is because of wrestling. I've had being in a relationship with someone and like them saying like you're not giving me enough time and all of this, and I always say, well, you know what, I told you from the start, like wrestling comes first, so like if you can't like see that, then like
Yeah,
clearly this
especially
is
if you're
not
having
for me.
intergender matches, like they have to be cool with that. Like it's like acting in a sense, like actors when they make out with like
but-
a scene, but
Nah,
you
you
know.
know, beat up.
But you see that goes hand with.
What she said?
She didn't say nothing. We're gonna ignore that.
What did you say?
Te digo a ti, aquí no hay respeto en este show. Aquí no hay respeto. Aquí no hay structure.
I'm with
nada.
you.
So yeah, so that's the trust level has to be there.
We don't even know.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. No, we good. So yeah, so there has to be a level of trust.
Yeah, trust and just like you need to understand that the time management, the taking time out to like do what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people don't understand that.
So what's the ultimate goal for Storm going forward while you're in training?
What?
How far do you want to take this?
Oh, super far. Like
WWE doesn't exist anymore.
It's WWE.
WWE.
What's WEA. There's a WEA, right?
Well, wait. I know we grew up with WWF, but it's WWE right now. So that's what we gotta call it.
BCW.
Now we talk about HOG, House of Glory. That's what we talk about right now.
Talk about House of Glory.
Well, for the future,
Yeah.
I would obviously like I have a little bucket list.
She wants to beat up Splu.
Yeah.
I would love to
Beat up Splu.
maybe like spend like a year or two in Japan.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to go out there and like there's this fed. It's called Stardom, and I would be grateful to have the opportunity to even have a match there or with anyone there. Even anything in Mexico with AAA, obviously WWE. But like that's the goal, like the deep end goal.
So, anybody have another question before I hit the last question? Any questions?
How many other Latinas are there in your company?
How many other? The question was how many other Latinas are in House of Glory?
I believe just 3, including me.
3, including you.
Wow, that's not a lot.
There's not that many women in my school. There's only like 6 of us.
And how many men? What's the ratio?
Too many.
There's like 40 something guys.
Jesus.
I got how coming from a Dominican household where 90% of Dominican household are mad judgmental. How,
Yeah.
That's probably what they were going to say. Ah, pues tú te crees que tú eres ya veneno, entonces. So
You fucking suck.
So when you told, like when you broke it down to your family, like this is what I want to do, like you actually come home late.
What did your mom
and
say?
It's like, ¿dónde tú estabas? En el gimnasio. Tú estás retosando ahí, buscando darte un golpe.
Funny story. Like I said, when I was younger, I wanted to be a wrestler, and my parents are really strict.
Yeah, how did
So
you break it down to them?
My mom is like, you have to go to school, so I like
You went.
always used to watch like wrestling, like hidden and stuff, and then I went all the way to school. I went to the University of Buffalo, and then I had like family stuff, so I came back. I did 3 years in Buffalo, but then I was like, you know what?
I was upstate.
That's how she feels. That's how she
That's how she felt. That's how she felt. I was forced upstate.
Because my mama said I had to.
No, but then I came back. I did a pharmacy technician job for a good like year or so, and I started telling myself, I'm like, I'm not happy. Like I wanted to be a wrestler. Like why am I not doing what makes me happy? So I like started going. I looked up the school. I've always followed them for some time, like everything that they've been doing. So I just went one day after work and I signed up, and I didn't tell anybody about it. And I just started
living with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I started just going after work all the time, and my mom never found out until I broke my arm.
Tali Goya's in the building.
Oh, that's his cheat there.
Oh, go ahead, baby.
So she never found out until like I broke my arm in training one day,
Epa.
like very late.
And you went home with a broken arm?
I broke my arm, yeah. So
Kind of hard to explain at the pharmacy job.
I
yeah,
found.
I didn't
my
want to give
God,
this
that
guy
is
his
exactly what I
Percocets.
said.
You said that.
Yeah, well, I had to like go to the hospital, like, and everything, and then I came back, and she's like, "Why you came back so late?" And I'm like,
Right.
"I was in the hospital. I broke my arm, like I fell." And she's like, "What do you mean? We have to, like parents." She's like, "We have to sue them."
Yeah. Oh no.
¡Hey! La luz.
Oh, I thought she was gonna answer now.
No, yo, ese explosión asunto.
Blues like, oh my gosh, you got it.
No, yo estaba esperando mi trayón ya.
Ahí viene el estrellón, te lo vamos a hacer ahora.
Casi ya.
So,
Oh my God.
what advice do you have for a young girl who wants to get into wrestling?
I would always tell them
Mhm.
that no matter what, if everything, people have obstacles in their lives and things like that. But if that's initially like what you want to do and that's what you see in your life, it's always gonna rain. But just make sure you go with it. Even if it doesn't seem like something's like out of the way. Just make sure you go with it. Stick to your gut, because at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Are you planning on going full time anytime soon?
Yes.
Yes, girl.
With that being said, we're gonna have Splu come to the front.
Oh.
Get your ass beaten.
We're gonna demonstrate.
Yo, can you please teach me?
No, yo cojo golpe esa mujer.
So what I need you to
You
do,
want to see this?
move
This
on
will be
split.
fun. This will be fun for Karina. Fun
Wait,
for
come on.
Karina.
it's gonna be fun for everybody.
Come on,
So what we're gonna
Splu.
do is Splu, we're gonna get that camera.
Hold on, you gotta pick me up.
Wait,
No te pongas nervioso.
What are we doing
what
to
am I
him?
do? Am I?
Whatever you want.
Ay, Dios mío.
Whatever you can
Ay,
fit in
Dios
that
mío.
space. Whatever you
Come
can
on,
fit
come
in
on.
that space.
Señores,
Max
miren,
Blue, ven.
Yo tengo armas, mira, yo tengo
Oh. Now you trying to chicken out.
No, porque Paloma yo no sé.
Ven ya, veneno, que te van a dar un salami.
Somebody record this. I need this video.
La mesa no va. Que Smurf está aquí, después se pone bravo.
You want to tell me what you gonna do to me?
She's gonna beat you. She's gonna beat you.
Try to fight her. See what you get.
You want me to attack you?
No.
Do you know how to do just like a
He don't know nothing.
A simple lockup?
Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
Okay, just
Ya voy a tocar la radio. Dime, ¿qué es lo que?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Let's do it.
Like this, like just
Up and down.
grab her
like
hand.
that. Okay, like that.
Lock me up,
Just do it,
go ahead,
just do it,
lock
just
me
do
up.
it.
Storm. Storm.
Ajá.
Storm.
Okay,
Start.
so quiere que yo sea-
Position him, position him.
So we're gonna
Bájalo más, Smurf.
Ajá.
Así.
Ya
All right.
Yo voy a echarte, ¿cómo ves?
That don't look like bachata, Splu.
Okay.
Mira, la mano, que no hold the
Back
line.
out to the lockup.
Like that, she gonna hit you.
Vamos, ven.
Finish him.
Do it.
Ah, cogió miedo.
Es que, yo, the only know I'm about to dance with you. That's what I feel like I'm gonna do. Okay. Vamos. All right.
Ahí lockup. He's not doing it
I
right.
feel like I hit you
All
right.
right.
Gotta hold her.
Ya tú
Where am I
hold
hitting
sin
you?
miedo,
Alright.
sin miedo.
Doing this?
Okay, yeah. Grab it.
You know we can take it outside.
No, mierda pa' ustedes toditos,
You know
porque
we can
ustedes
take it
no están
outside, right?
esperando que me den
Okay,
un
We're back, we're back, we're back.
Smurf, ven para
Yo,
acá.
let's do this shit.
We can take it outside. We can take it outside.
Va a seguir.
Sigue. Sigue, Smurf. Ponte ahí, loco, que te van a dar una
Oye.
mañana.
Like for
It's
real.
alright, it's alright, it's alright.
Alright, so she's scared, she's scared.
Hey,
Back up.
do it.
What? Let's go. Ven,
Oh,
ven,
Ay,
ven.
carajo.
Vamos a hacerlo. Me quito el boloche.
Está loco por quitarse la ropa. It's not that kind of fight.
No, okay, vamos. Alright, once I grab you up, I'm gonna try to. Te hago la presión.
Oye, lo que no eres tú, loco. Focus.
I just wanted you to learn the simple lockup. That's it.
Alright.
oh, that's it. She don't want nothing else.
So after you do the simple lockup, all that.
Smurf, bring it down just a little.
What was that? Was that you about to put me in the headlock?
Absolutely. You want me to put you in a headlock?
Ya, ustedes son dañinos toditos, ¿eh?
Put him in the headlock.
No, ya. No me dejes oficiar, por favor. Right, I'll start getting blue, let me go.
I had a CPR once.
Do it, do it.
No, I'm actually certified.
Vamos, vamos.
Yeah, I did it a
I
couple
actually
times.
forgot. Vamos. So over. I gotta go over. This hand goes over, right? No.
Just try to fight her.
This one comes here.
Oh my
Alright, so
God.
let's go out. Okay.
Beyond that, no.
That's how.
No, no me respetan. No me respetan.
Can we get a round of applause? A big round of applause.
Thank you, Jay. Durag, ponte el durag.
I wanna be an
Ponte el durag que se te quita de una vez.
Oh man, alright, we're ready, let's go.
Where you going? ¿Ya se acabó? You lost.
Yo, yeah, ain't shit.
Whatever we was doing, you lost.
Yo, let's get this dropping, man. Let's get it rolling.
From every angle because everybody recorded.
Yo, I'm going to the table, right?
Yeah, on the table.
I didn't even know she was gonna do that. That was the best part.
He's just watching like.
Natalia, hang out with us.
No, but get over here.
I'm like, what? She's like, here, hold my phone. I'm like, ah. And all of a sudden she's hanging on him. I'm like, okay, that got really interesting really fast.
Hey.
What's the audio?
Aquí nada se. It's offline, man.
I hear you right here.
Or maybe it's just mine. Let's see.
Aquí mismo, aquí mismo.
Oye, Chris, fuerte. Mira, ¿tú sabes qué?
No, I hear you. The music and the audio, I'm playing music and I can hear it in here in the studio.
Yo te lo compro ya.
Oye. Oye, una comisión.
What are you doing now? You practicing for later?
Que lo que, diablo.
Mi gente, we got Tali Goya in the building.
No sabes tú. Dale, venga por medio, bueno.
No sabes
Ajá.
No sabes tú. No sabes tú. Tú no sabes que de nada yo freno con metales. Si la saco tú sabes que no te sale. Dímelo, diablo. Buscando el mamá la guitarra. Te canta esta reggaetón.
Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's alright, nobody
Usted es artista, usted se le pasa, no le pare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gender Blender, your boy SPLOU. Follow me everywhere you can spell it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got your boy Tali Goya en la casa. Yes.
Que viva los Tigers.
You heard. Gracias por venir, varón. Se le agradece el tiempo.
No, un placer es mío, ya ustedes saben, estaba aquí, I was talking to Smurf, y I told him I was kind of like, in the middle of something, but I knocked that down and kept my word, you feel me, and made it over here.
Appreciate that, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Chacho, ya estaba gente tirándome. No di que Tali estaba en el show. Y yo, diablo.
Sí, nah, I'm here.
Nah, yo, mire, para que vean.
Hey,
Tía,
hey.
¿viste? Llegó el hombre.
Live.
Para que
Live.
hablen.
So, Tali, let's get it started, man.
What's up, big dog?
So, Tali, you are definitely part of, you've been a big part of the LMP family for a long time.
Yeah, from the beginning, since y'all was in the other establishment, on the other side.
Basement or in the
Not in the basement, not in the basement. The peak, I think it was like the best moments of LMP, you know what I'm saying? Like, the big homie was alive and all that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So,
Para
shout out to
descansar,
that.
James Paul.
Yeah.
So, tú tienes mucho ya troteando en esto. ¿Cuántos años en total tú tienes comenzando? Like the first day you started and you said, estoy para la música hoy. How long has it been since
I'm
then?
not gonna lie, the chamaquito, loco. I've been on there, like, we used to beat on cars.
Yeah.
Hey,
That shit started my career, bro. I swear to God, eso fue
The grinding beat.
That sing beat, yo,
Yeah.
That started my career, and like we used to beat on cars when we was little, and I was good at rhyming, bro, with words. Like, tú me entiendes? In la clase, like, the teacher will make us do an exercise where we rhyme words.
That's dope.
Yeah, and I was nice with that. Like, I was bad at everything else. Like, math and that was my shit.
But he was good at rhyming.
Yeah, rhyming
That was
just
his
words.
joint.
Now, when you started your whole rhyming desde el principio, all English?
Not Spanish, yo siempre rapeaba en español.
So, Spanish is the first language. Is it? Yeah.
What had happened was at that time, yo llegué de la República Dominicana, so like Playero was it, bro.
¿Cuántos años tú tenías cuando llegaste?
I was 4, you heard? But when I got to I was like 10, that was like, what, 10 is, let me see.
Ya el 10 you like
Nah,
in fifth
not
grade?
10, like 9, 8. Those are Playero eras, that's 98.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's 98. I was 8 years old. 97. All of me is like, and I was getting babysitter. I was getting babysat. My babysitter used to listen to that all day.
All day.
You heard? I know all the Don Chesina, all that. Bien que ya te canté, pero
Y tu mamá, muchacho, el diablo. ¿Y dónde tú
Nah,
estás aprendiendo
mamá,
esto?
no, lo que pasa con mi mamá inmigró a este país. Entonces mamá trabajaba de noche. You heard? Mi mamá inmigró a este país, so ella trabajaba de noche as a bartender.
Yeah.
That's why I got mad respect for bartender, bro. My mom was a bartender, bro. Real shit. You
That's hard
understand?
work.
That's what's
Brought the
up.
bread home.
Yeah, like, I didn't even get to see my mom like that sometimes, bro. I was raised by my babysitter y afuera jugando cops and robbers. But my mom always kept me clean. I love that lady. She did her thing for us.
Respect.
Then when we got older, we was nos estábamos poniendo más rebelde, más picante. She quit that job and became a home attendant, you feel me?
Dope. So,
Shout
tú
out to
no,
my mom.
tú no estás solo. So, you got brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I got a brother. That nigga wild. He changed his life, though. I'm happy. You know, as soon as I changed my life, it's like it was an example que se podía hacer algo positivo. So, like my brother now is doing construction and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm looking into like buying houses and fixing it.
Dope.
You guys own
Nice.
company and all that. Kid put the sheet right, all that. Te lo hace.
Come open your account with me. I got you.
He runs a bank.
Oh shit, that's it. I got
Yeah,
it.
right here.
Tú ves ya. Coronado.
Say less. Oh no, we taking this.
So comenzaste, boom, en el bloque, rhyming, boom, boom, boom. When was
Yeah.
your first hit? Like, when was that moment that somebody actually like, oh shit, pero este chamaquito tiene algo?
My boy, bro, I ain't gonna lie. El amigo mío, loco, his mom had died from cancer, you feel me? So he took the street route. Ya yo estaba encendido en la calle, you feel me? That shit, like 13, I was already picking up the pack. Yo estaba,
Tú estabas rulado.
I am from 156 in Broadway, like, yo estaba era rebelde ya at that time. By the time I met this guy, I was 16, I think. Yeah, I was 17. Like 17. He was 20, about to be 21. Mind you, his name was JR and stuff. His name was JR. And the homie just lost his mom, so he was a kid. He used to go to Catholic school and all that shit. He quit. He stopped doing that. He stopped doing the tax. He used to do taxes and all that. He just started being a gangster, you feel me?
Se dedicó a la calle.
Sí, pero le fue mal al principio. Tú me entiendes? He liked to gamble a lot.
Ya.
He was a gambler, so that was his only defect.
Botaba los cuartos.
Explotaba todos los cuartos. One time we in a whip, you feel me? Y él, and I lent him $20, and there used to be some arms CDs. There was instrumentals.
Ya.
Y había 31 pitas ahí había. So one day, we just got high, bang. We smoking weed at Hayes and those time, you know, the
Hayes
Dutchess
all
como
day,
era.
her.
¿Tú me entiendes? Entonces, yeah, we was blazing. And I swear to God, I rapped and made a different theme to every single one of them.
Wow.
While we were smoking.
¿Y cuántos años tú
31
tenías ahí?
songs.
Como 17, dije.
Yeah, like 31 songs, and I'm hitting street shit that man is like, yo, bro, how you talking about this shit like that, bro? So vivid. ¿Tú me entiendes? Tú estás hablando de una vaina, mi loco, que está
Spit
durísima.
real shit.
Que ni él sabía de eso. And like, yo, bro, I'm a sign you, me dijo. You know, I'm thinking he bullshit. I just had to lend him $20.
Él sigue dándome cotorra por 20
Y él me
pesos.
va a filmar. He
He gonna sign you
like,
for
bro, y él me va a
25
filmar. Swear to God, bro. This nigga January came, bro, because he used to do the taxes and shit. Like, yo, bro, I make $250 every tax season. Pero lo explotaba, le llegaste.
Ya.
Tenía pila de biles by the time he got to that part of the year.
Estaba roto ya.
So había que darle fulano, sultano, ¿tú me entiendes? But this time he told me, yo, bro, I'm coming up. Tenía una vuelta ahí, tu suruku, no hay que hablar de eso.
Yeah.
Bro, I seen that nigga make $1 million in one day.
Wow.
Listen.
No cap.
Wow.
He signed us immediately.
Now,
He didn't want it. That's when
When
I
you
was
say
all-
us.
yeah, me and Messia, cause
Yeah. So
he
you
didn't
and
wanna
Messi have
sign.
been rolling around since.
Yeah, he didn't want to sign Messia in the beginning. Yeah, me and Messia been since the hookies. In
Yeah.
Oh
Y
my
listen,
God.
for those y'all
In
don't know,
university. you
para
feel
los
me?
popis desde chiquitos, los hookies son para la gente bacana que se escapaban de la escuela.
Sí,
Habían unos paris bacanísimos
Bacán, los mejores
a
paris.
las 9 de la mañana.
Ahí no
Mira.
ponían playeros.
Oye, que uno salía de ahí hasta Vico del humo a las 4 de la tarde. To act
Word.
sober at home, nigga.
Word.
now I have a question.
Yeah.
I've noticed that you worked with one of the biggest names in the Spanish industry, Arcángel.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I met Arcángel like when we started that. You feel me? When my man started doing the investment and all that, and really doing the music stuff with us. We went to Boston, Lawrence one time. Y aquí con los partners que estaban aquí antes, que eran los mejores music, which shout out to Alcover, shout out to all them guys, you feel me? I remember that I went to Lawrence and he was there. So people don't know that Arcángel was born in Harlem Hospital.
Yeah, he from out,
He's
yeah.
mad proud to be a New Yorker.
Yeah.
That's why he don't dress like he be saying that they don't know I got that Harlem swag. They don't know that what I got in me, like they don't understand en la isla, ellos no entienden que es verdad. They're like, ellos lo que se visten es Jordan entero, Jordan the boots, Jordan the hat, Jordan the, we don't do that up here.
We mix that shit up. Facts.
Word. He proud of that, you feel me? He was born in Harlem Hospital. He's from 141st and Broadway.
Dope.
You feel me? And I came out from 149 in Broadway, you feel me? So like when we started talking over there, Lawrence, we just started talking. I swear to God, that same day we ate from the same plate.
Wow.
Como a las 6 de la mañana, we went to like a McDonald's that was there. We bought a plate of
People
food.
don't be knowing shit like that, man.
Wow.
I didn't see him for 10 years after that.
Oh shit.
Wow.
I swear to God, I didn't see him for 10 years.
Then you
I
came
didn't see him
out.
till the trap blew up.
Saying that, and that's when he picked you up with the flow
That's
cabrón.
what happened. Like,
So how did that happen? How did
Yeah,
that come
trap.
about, boy? Talk to
the
me.
trap blew up, right? Boom, Mesías. Phenomenal, manito.
Sí.
Tú me entiendes, yo y Mesías teníamos pila troteando. A lot of company we lost, you feel me? Like, we lost mad terrain. We was not accepted like that. And
So-
one guy, give a shout out to this hustler, bro. I ain't gonna lie, de que yo era chamaquito, I used to just look up to hustlers. They were my heroes.
I've said that many
Like
times, boy.
gangsters, like niggas that really did what they wanted, gave me the consejos, and you know, always act like a man. You feel me? And we was rejected a lot, bro. One time, I remember we used to want to sound like what was popping. You feel me? Like, obviamente, tú vas a querer hacer lo que está dando resultados. ¿Tú me
Claro.
entiendes? So yo y Mesías, we used to like sound a lot like the homies from DR, de Santo Domingo. Y viene un joseador. Shout out to Julito, by the way, Julito, you feel me? Julito come up to us, yeah, ¿por qué ustedes quieren sonar como los tigres del patio? I'm like, what you mean? He's like, yeah, tú tienes que entender que esos muchachos viven en casa de zinc, loco, ¿tú me entiendes? En barrio, que a veces se va la luz por 3 días, mi loco. Esa gente pasa un trabajo diferente. That shit got me mad, though. Because I looked at him and I said, ¿qué loco? Y nosotros no pasamos trabajo. He said, exactly, nigga. Habla de eso.
Exactly.
Habla de eso. Habla de lo
Get
que
it.
tú sabes. Habla de los home invasion. Habla de cómo se rompe un tigre. Habla de cómo tú pisas un kilo. Habla de eso, de lo que tú sabes. Stop talking like you were starving, bro. You a hustler.
So
That's when the
let me
trap
say this,
came in.
Blue, and I'm gonna cut in. I usually do, but don't. You were saying that you guys from 157,
156,
right?
156.
150, right? Yo me recuerdo la primera fiesta que tiramos fue con Mesías, Tali y Eddie and Henry en Deja Vu Lounge. You remember Deja Vu Lounge?
Deja Vu was the
Oh,
shit. Deja Vu was the shit, bro. You crazy?
So
Yes, it
after
was.
my college parties, I started promoting in Deja Vu. Y yo era uno de los DJs that I used to book everybody, Miguelito Águila, todo de ahí. And todo el mundo me hablaba, oh, que el trap. I've never been urban, and I'm still not. But always,
It's all right. It's all right.
always supported the movement and what's
least he's
going on, and what was popping, right?
Easy songs.
Yeah, so we got that together. We got nadie conocía a Messi, nadie conocía a Tali except the 141st through 159.
Yeah.
But when we packed the party, things started going crazy, and then Mesías se fue para Colombia y después todo el mundo vino para atrás que Mesías y Tali, que Tali, Mesías, and that's when it started picking up.
It was a little more complicated than that, but yo, shout out to that. I didn't even know you was in Deja Vu. Yo, Deja Vu was the shit, bro. That was before, yo. Those was the golden days of clubbing, bro. And I was I was like 18, bro. I was not looking at people with a hookah. You know,
There
people
was
was
no hookah.
dancing,
People were
sudando.
dancing, not
¿Tú me
today.
entiendes? It was that.
Eso era cuando uno salía de la discoteca con el poloche aquí porque uno estaba sudado de bailar, man.
Listen,
Era
honestly,
bailar que uno
honestly, we used to party Wednesday through Monday.
It was sweating bullets.
So Wednesday through Monday, we used to party.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all
straight.
kind of like started that whole thing, the whole 7 días, 7 noches guy.
No, but yeah, we
Came
were
out of
supporting.
that.
Yeah, so you took it back.
Yeah, I took
7 días, 7
pero-
noches.
That was they started
We
that.
veterans,
Yeah, they
we
got some of
veterans,
my
bro.
pictures.
Yo, if you took a picture with 7 días, 7 noches, you were a
I
superstar.
did.
I did.
Again.
I didn't know
Yeah.
You were a
So-
superstar.
So we started
Yeah.
that from
Yeah, they used to
Wednesday.
walk around the
Oye,
club
los
and
miércoles
shit.
era miércoles de algo. Los jueves
And you'd be like,
era college parties.
A week later,
Fridays,
yeah.
I used to throw parties era urban, everything. Saturdays always been popping. Sundays era los matinés. Y después los lunes era de Hucha, que era los lunes de sal. Se llamaban los líos más grandes allá.
Yeah.
So that's just from Deja Vu, and then it started moving uptown, and then it started moving to
it's true.
Dykeman,
It's true.
and
It's
then
true.
in the Bronx, and then everything
Yo,
else.
Deja Vu was at home because it was up the block. So like, that was my block. So ya tu sabes, bro.
Wow.
Well,
Dope.
for real.
Now,
So like that shit with that when that happened, when he told me that, when the homie told me that, y claro que nosotros no pasamos trabajo, and I told him like, and he told me that, bro, he opened my eyes, bro. I started looking at it all different. I said, yo, we are different, bro. Yo, he killed me that day, bro. He went like this, boom, but he built a whole new monster.
Yeah, hold on.
He took me and said he built. We said, yo, we don't want to sound like them. Let's try this shit out. And we started talking about the blocks and what was going on and lo mono, to the day that nowadays people use our lingo, our swag. What we say, you feel me? It's what trap is what we say. It's crazy. They can. No,
Hey.
No, que yo no vine. I
Hey.
didn't come for that. I didn't come for that.
Hey.
Natalia's
I
a
didn't
trip.
come for that.
Natalia's a trip.
That's all. That's Tali Goya. Look. They can see that. Yo. Yo, look.
Yo.
Y'all can see that in Tali Goya TV. You feel me?
Yes.
On YouTube. Y'all gonna see my whole stuff. Y'all already know.
Bien, so I'm gonna give you an
That's how you-
experience that I got in the billboards 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Estaba Farruko, estaba Mesía, estaba ¿cuál es el chiquito este? Brian Myers.
Yeah.
Estaba one of the supposedly trap artists that came afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the audience asked Messia, you were one of the first pioneers, and then he asked the panel if they knew about that. They didn't even know that trap came from New York and came
Nope.
from the Heights.
That's what I was gonna ask right now.
So for me, I'm like, and I'm not an urban guy, and I'm like, what?
I do.
If Farruko vio a Messia, he didn't know who Messia was.
He did. He already had
Pero
choppy choppy.
no,
Which
no,
he
no.
shot right
Exactly.
there. No, he did
Yeah.
know.
Pero que in
That
the,
panel,
in the,
they
in
already
the panel,
did. In that panel, they already had did. If there was a Brian Mai, they already had did.
Exactly.
Choppy
so,
choppy.
so I'm
right
telling
here.
you,
So
I'm telling you what was
Farruko
there.
did that.
Yeah.
Farruko did that knowing who Messia was. To tell you the truth, Farruko did that knowing who Messia was. You feel me, bro?
Yeah.
That was some fuckboy shit he did. Respect, you know, y'all could bleep this out. That's what he did.
No, we don't
¿Tú me
do
entiendes?
No, no,
Porque he
because
did-
that
We
was
lied.
the
Y'all
experience.
LMP.
That
We
was
Y'all got
lied.
a picture.
Ain't
Y'all
no
got a
bleeping
picture of.
nothing.
Y'all got a picture right there of Farruko.
in here.
That was
and then-
Messia that brought Farruko to LMP that day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me? To do Choppy Choppy with
Yeah.
Cardi B.
But Cardi B and
was the
everybody else.
model.
Cardi B was the model. You're right.
So how you don't know
You're right.
Messia, bro?
But
If
that's
one of your
exactly. He didn't know
biggest
that he
hits-
was the first trap artist here. De aquí.
He
Hizo
know.
mucho.
He knew.
So in the public eye, todo el mundo is looking at Messia. ¿Quién es Messia? There. And
Now,
then,
that's-
and then the panel, they were Dominican, we big.
I swear
Todo el
to
mundo
God.
comenzó a hablar. ¿Cómo que, so Farruko, you don't know that he was the first? Brian Mars, ¿tú sabías? Oh,
Yeah.
claro, papi, yo sabía que. And then they started going into it and admitting and stating that Spanish trap is from New York, from Washington Heights.
They admitted it.
Look at
So,
okay,
I
the
can look
pressure
that
we
up.
put on them.
I can look that up.
Not
Did
sure,
they
maybe in the
record that?
billboards.
They probably did in the billboard.
it's in the
I'll
conference,
find
yeah,
it.
it's 2 years
I'll
ago.
find it. Watch
Now-
me post it this week.
Now, why is it, right? So, boom, you get into it, you start doing, you and Messia start moving, y'all start going,
And Lito.
right? And Lito, yo,
Yeah, can't
that's
leave
my
my
guy
nigga
right
out.
there. Yes,
One of the
Lito
pioneers
Quirino.
too.
Shout out to Lito Quirino.
Big dog.
Right? So
Big
why
trap
is it,
dog,
why,
trap
like, when we have these conversations, who started trap? Siempre el nombre de Messia. Siempre el nombre de Messia. Because ellos hubo un tiempo que ustedes como que se separaron.
separaron.
entonces.
Yeah, nah, me and Messia went from being a dude to being to like, you know, to splitting up and him being his own artist and me being my own artist, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, he went fast, you feel me? I was kept trying to catch up to Messia, bro.
Yeah, but you went on a little vacation while he was still, you
Nah,
know.
before that, I was trying to catch up.
Yeah.
I got to see all that. I got to get Flo Cabron. Before I went on the vacation, my mission was, yo, if I don't leave a hit out here, I will disappear because a year is a long time in the music world. Every day counts for 3. So if you take a year off, you take 3 off. The good tactic that from my tactic, they learn how to do Anuel's tactic. Since we wasn't ready, they was ready with him because they seen how unready we were. You know, like people
Yeah.
was dropping my music. So with him, they were like, yo, we got music, and kept throwing music and doing little mixes and all that. As the movement grew, he grew while he was still in jail, just gaming up, becoming a millionaire. We never had that platform, bro. New York never had that platform. Nueva York nunca ha tenido la plataforma. We wasn't even ready for this shit, bro. I'll keep it real with you. We wasn't ready. We didn't know. And one thing I did know that I make sure I told Messia, bro, listen, cuando te digan a ti, ¿cómo ustedes le llaman a esa música? Eso es como música urbana, ¿no verdad? I used to tell them no. Tell them it's trap music, you heard? To make it to make us different from everybody. And I'm glad, yo. So the day all y'all niggas say Latin trap, y'all say it because there was a tiger behind another nigga telling him, yo, listen, Brody, we different. That day, remember what Julito told us. We talk about what we talk about. That's why the best trap music is made here.
Facts.
I was here with Goya, and Goya told me Goya's one of the biggest South American trap artists like in the world. You feel me? Like that's Kazoo and Dookie. I'll be bringing them all over here. You feel me? Sometimes Noriel be here in the studio. And they all respect me. Like they all got the respect. I respect them. They respect me. But like they know. And I like the Argentinians. They actually show more respect to that, to the culture of what it was and where it began. So I brought the little homie over here the other day, bro, and he was going crazy, bro, because he was seeing the drill flow, and then he was seeing this flow, and then he was seeing the dump flow. Cause trap is split in many ways. You could dump like Little Baby, you could hit him with soul like Future, trap soul. Like that's what he does. People don't understand that that's trap soul. Then you got the dirty, you feel me? Then you got that dump. And then you got that Dane County trap. It's all South. It's not all Atlanta though. People be getting it confused. Dane County got a lot to do with it too. But esa vaina, tú sabes cuál es el problema, en verdad. We never went to that. Like, if I would have, like, when I went to jail, bro, yo me pegué. My first hit, bro.
Facts. Yeah.
Lo cabrón. I had to go to jail 2 weeks later.
Wow. Hey, hizo documental y todo el tigre.
Because I knew if I didn't do something, I was going to disappear, bro.
Yep, people forget you.
Tú te ibas oye, tú desapareces. Yeah, it's like this. And the internet, bro, make everything quicker. That's why we got to drop records quick, bro.
So now Flow Cabron, obviously it was strategic. But was that something that you like?
It wasn't even strategic. I got lucky, bro.
Yeah?
Yes, I was just grinding.
So that was just, Arcángel just picked you up. Oye, vamos a hacer esto, o tú se lo pediste a nivel de...
Arcángel know me from 10 years ago.
All right.
Okay, him and Messia had a little inconvenience in PR.
Yeah, ellos estaban,
I don't fuck with that nigga, he said. Okay. You feel me?
And then that was your boy, so tú estabas...
You know, but he asked BBN. Shout out to BB for this, because I always gonna thank him.
Shout out to BBN.
Even if I not, I gotta, you know, shout out to Baby Ink. You feel me? Because that's his real name.
Yeah.
Shout out to Baby Ink.
There you go.
And all that. You feel me? Baby Ink showed Arcángel my music, bro. Because Arcángel asked, yo me recuerdo que él estaba con un morenito. ¿Qué es lo que con el morenito? He showed, yo, el morenito está duro. He dropped the tape too. Word? Déjame oírla. It was called Comida de Perro.
Comida de perro.
Bro, I'm losing hope. I'm still on the block. Messia está sonando pila. And I'm walking up the block like, damn, beef. Man, like, ¿cuándo va a llegar, bro? I get this FaceTime call, bro, from a weird ass number. And it's Arcángel rapping my music, bro.
That's dope.
Nigga said, I'll be there in 2 weeks. I want to see you.
Nigga, what was that moment like right there, boy?
That's a drink. Went to the OGs. Nigga. Yay! It was over, the block was lit, yo, my block got turned up porque ya era como que loco, justo loco, uno que saliera algo bueno que saliera de la 156, nothing but deaths and times and motherfuckers. No, McDonald's ain't come out of that.
That's not on 156, 157.
157 was, you meant to say caporal, my love.
That was the best chicken.
That's what you meant to say.
Don't. Mierda, mira.
That's
There
what
was
you meant to
times when
say.
you wanted nothing but caporal. No,
That's what
it
you
was like,
meant to say.
nope, not that
I
chicken.
wish.
Nope, not that chicken. And you went around for hours because everybody was double parked.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you had to wait.
Ah,
your
después que
turn.
monumental.
Like 17
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, but
Not
17
the
hours.
same.
I know,
It'll
right?
never be the same.
I ain't gonna lie, the guy selling that shit. If y'all wanna do that, anybody interested in doing that, my man's he in Miami now. And he's selling, yeah, you can buy the franchise for like 20,000.
For what?
Caporal.
Caporal, yeah.
Yo te tengo un chef.
Okay.
Yo te tengo un chef.
You don't need a chef.
No, you don't
throw
need it,
chicken
just
in a fucking deep fryer.
No, güey,
Once you
se
got
tiene
the franchise,
that's
no
it.
chef at caporal. There's a
Es-
guy in the back who fries
Ese es el hombre que yo le tengo a él.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie.
Dale,
That's
dale.
how everything went down with me, man.
So,
She's good.
what are the new projects for Tali Goya right now? What's coming up? What's coming up for you right now?
Oh, look, I did a tape called El Rey del Norte, right?
Okay.
And then I did another tape right afterwards called The Top Hitter. These are things that I promised. Like, I titled The Top Hitter before I went to jail. Like, I titled it right here. Like, you see it, it's there. Top Hitter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I did the tag, you feel me? And, like, I dropped that. I came out in Rolling Stones in the magazine. I stood 23 in the world, number 23 in the world.
Yeah.
In the Latin
Wow.
chart, you feel me? Like, I did something last year, you feel me? I did a lot of albums, and I noticed that I have a hardcore. I got a core that's very hardcore with my joint, bro. with my
Right,
music.
right.
So right now we're working on Norte.
Okay.
Cause I did Rey del Norte, now I'm doing El Norte. What I'm doing in El Norte is I'm taking every little kid that's working from New York and doing their thing. Since I was help, I'm gonna put them on that album.
That's good.
Yo.
I like
The hustlers.
I'm not gonna lie, look at it. Like this.
The hustlers.
That's what's
is what you
up.
talking about. The hustlers. Yeah.
Nah, don't worry about it.
So,
Nah, that's over there, cause it's what I have. Is it right here? Oh,
te cayó.
No, he got it.
Oh yeah, he got it. Tali, so you've been recording here in our studio for what, 8 months, 9 months straight?
Since y'all
Just book straight
since before y'all was here.
since before.
He was recording
So-
when y'all wasn't even here.
So what's going on with that music, and how soon is that gonna be coming out? And second, you've been really pushing the new talent,
Yes.
the real
Claro.
new trap talent from New York, from the Heights.
Yeah, because we don't want to make the same mistake. You see,
Got
when we
it. But you
all-
say we. Out of
all-
everybody,
when I
I
say
see
we-
you leading the pack. So where's everybody else at?
Messia did what he could, but Messia signed to a multinational. You feel me? Like
Got you.
Messia signed to Warner.
To
You feel me?
Atlantic.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
Atlantic, which is
Yeah.
Warner, which is end up being Warner. You know,
Yeah.
Atlantic is Warner at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah. Pero déjame ser politically correct. Gotcha.
Politically
But anyway-
correct, I'll give it to you. But
Okay,
it's
got
Warner.
it.
I look
So
at the
you-
bosses, you feel me?
So you not
Shout out to Craig. Mack,
you're not
yeah,
under
niggas good.
under any label. You still independent?
Yeah.
Dope. This nigga's like
what's
this nigga's like the
Yo,
Spanish
he's
Jada
not-
Kiss
yo,
out
he-
here. I'm
he
telling
do-
you,
he
man.
just-
Killing
I
it,
push,
boy.
I push for people to stop. Like, bro, all of this is important, and I tell these little kids when I get them how important it is, bro. Like, we generated millions of dollars and we didn't know. You understand? When we hit, we was the only thing sounding. Messia generated over almost $5 million, and people don't know that.
Wow.
Like, I have generated over $1.7 million. You feel me?
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that people don't know. And they robbed us from that. A lot of that money got robbed. I started seeing money was last year when I started educating myself, and I started asking Google about everything.
So, for example, like what? So who owns Tali Masters, for example?
Tali.
Now or before?
Before it was before I didn't even know about distribution.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I
So-
remember you did a video or some shit like that with that was the issue you had with Alpha, right?
Yeah. Look, that's where that came from. Me gaining all that knowledge. I found out that I didn't own the license,
Right.
the
The rights.
license, the licensing. No,
The
of
licensing.
of the video. Okay.
So who did?
the content ID?
Yeah.
I didn't own that of Que Fue, and it was on my channel distributed. People don't know that I could put something on your channel and still be the boss of your
Yeah.
of whatever's on your channel.
Yeah. Now
Because I
you're
got
able
the
to do
I
that.
got the content ID for that.
Oh.
So that's why people nowadays, like, look how they started Bad Bunny. Shout out to Benito, by the way. Benito's a real nigga. good nigga. And every interview I go to, I always talk good about Benito, cause Benito, I was I was the first guy to pick up Benito in New York. His first show, it was me. Knew him since before he was gonna get on. I knew he was gonna be a star. You understand? And he just cause the way he was different. He didn't want to be like everybody else, and I seen that
From
in
the
PR.
beginning, yeah.
It's crazy because I swear to God, I met this guy like this, bro. I passed him. I'm drinking by some lean and shit, and I'm like, yo, hold that for me right there. And he held it, and I'm like, oh, whatever. And then I left it. I'm like, vévetelo. And I left, and I met him in the hotel again, and he always showed me love. He even, there's a song, he says, aquí somos Tiger Flow, Tali. He says my name. He always shows that love, which I'm a little mad right now. I ain't in that album because he's the culture one. Yeah, out of all of them, he's the culture one. He's the one that does whatever he wants.
He really
And y'all
does.
gotta understand
he really
him.
does. He's still different.
No, he
from-
is the leader of
you
the
know what
new
I'm
school.
saying? Like, I love that.
He's the leader
love
of the
that.
new school. I call him the king of trap. To me, he is the king of trap right now. To me, I say, and I'm a lord. I'm one of the lords talking. And I'm telling you, yes, he knows how to lo interpreta como tiene que ser. So I'll give that to him. Even if he don't gotta be from here. He took what we saw. We was inspired too. Remember that. So we can't be so egoistic, egoísta, y creer que like, nah, he ain't from New York. He ain't what? No, hell no, nigga. We wasn't from Atlanta when we started doing this.
Fact.
So you gotta chill, bro.
Right.
You understand? Like we was inspired. Music is made to inspire. You understand? And we got inspired. And we did what we did. You know, we evolved it. You know, it's just evolution to what we did. Ya está el trap latino. That's a new market. That's a new lane. That's new money. But going back to the situation with me and Alpha, the only thing when I learned all this stuff, I knew that I learned that I didn't even. It had 28 million views, bro. On a with premium commercials.
Right.
You understand? That's premium. A million. You,
After that 1 million, that's it.
after that 1 million, if you get in premium commercials, bro, that's like, depending, you can even get up to $10,000. We don't know because it's premium. It's not being put by Google Ads, and a lot of kids don't know these things. A lot of kids don't know about their publishing. A lot of kids don't know about their BMIs. A lot of kids don't know about their distribution. A lot of kids don't know that you gotta buy a cover because I can even sue you for a cover. It's like when me and Kiko el Crazy had a little problem. You feel me? Kiko el Crazy said some shit. He disrespected me. I'm like, how am I gonna hurt this kid? He living in DR. Cause he disrespected me, and I don't want to go out with the beef. I want to hit him with the business. So I copyrighted the word trucho and pampara, which I'm the owner of those two words. Basically, artistic. Artistic. Yeah, I got a copyright. It's right here.
No.
So I hit him. So you can pampara. I own the word pampara too. You can't use the word pampara on no clothing. So now you can't even market yourself. Oh. Right.
This nigga, he a beast.
I own all of that. You can't.
It's blue.
Oh my god. Okay, can I ask you?
Yeah.
I was just in DR. And everyone's like, "Con la pámpara." What the fuck does that mean?
Pampara means like. Pampara means mad stuff. Like, cause I was with the real. Wait, hold on. Cause he was in the. He's not the real. You see that song y'all just put up when I just came in?
Yeah.
That's Chucky de Lewa. That's the real dude that actually made that word poppin'. Que pampara.
But what is pámpara?
That means, oh, yeah,
Pampara
that's what
means
thought.
it means a lot of things.
Oh.
Like you can say, yeah, ¿cuál es tu pámpara, manita? Mierda, que pámpara,
Yo se la renté.
manita. Everything is pámpara.
It's a coño?
You can use it
Una vaina. Una vaina. Eso, ya, to interpret it perfect, una vaina.
It's like vaina, coño.
It's like vaina.
You know,
Que
Dominican words. You just,
pámpara.
it's in
Esa
every
vaina
word.
está bacana.
Yeah, eso es, that can mean anything. Right
That
there.
could mean anything. It depends on how you interpret it.
All right.
How do you take it when it says con la pámpara prendida?
Con la vaina prendida.
Con la vaina prendida.
La vaina prendía.
¿Y quién es la vaina? Tú.
Tú.
Ya. Tú eres la pámpara.
Esa es como la palabra vaina.
Yo,
Nice.
yo, Tali, I've been seeing that.
Anywhere
yo,
you want, you could just put that word.
you've
Wherever.
been.
Anywhere you want.
Qué
Anywhere.
pámpara.
I've been seeing.
Esto es una pámpara. Ahora mismo estamos en una pámpara bacanísima.
Pero
Do
una
it.
pámpara.
Do it.
Coronado. Nah, coronado.
Coronado es lo que es. Coronado.
Coronado, I think whenever you use that in a musical sense of that, that's Lito, bro. Coronamo and Anuel.
That's a
Coronamo
fact.
y
I was just
bajaron
listening
los
to
kilos,
that.
los multiplicaron.
You don't know about that, baby girl. Hey, eso es
Ella
trap.
está aprendiendo, ella está
We're trying to
aprendiendo.
educate ourselves.
Look up Anuel.
Facts.
And Lito Quirino, and you're gonna see Coronamo We On, which was Anuel's first hit that he got accepted by the Dominican crowd.
There you go.
That one. Yeah, like we all have to
Anuel
do.
AA.
Like we all have something to do. We all have a big part to play in this trap. Like even Anuel, he knows. Emmanuel knows. And you had to come here. The problem was, you know what? You know why everything went the way it went? You wanna know, Smurf? Because I was in jail. And this is what it is. And I don't want to disrespect none of my brothers, but my brothers wasn't looking at the situation like a hustler. You see me, I'm a hustler. That's the thing with me. Out of the three, I'm the hustler. You understand? One was hungry enough to not see what was in front of him. Too hungry to not even see. You know when you can be so hungry you don't even see what's in front of you? You're blind. You just want this, and you're not seeing that you got all of this going on. That's my opinion, personal opinion. This is the first time I say this. You feel me? And in this show, and then there was another one that was just self-preserved. He didn't really want to do too much coro because you gotta understand. My brothers was hurt. We was neglected. So when we got our turn, we was like on that New York shit. Fuck you mean, nigga? But I wasn't here. You see, I would have been here. None of that would have happened. None of that.
You would
a
have
lot
been
of
the glue
stuff
to
that
keep
you
it
see,
together.
they're fake. You're not the real deal, bro. Tali's the real deal, bro. You feel me? Tali will take a brick and step on and throw 300 on that bitch and make another one out of it.
You heard?
You don't know what trap is. You don't know what it is to be below zero on a block freezing. You understand? With heat warmers on your shit, doing 2 shifts. You understand? That's where that trap, that's where that energy and that spirit of what we did came from. You understand? You understand? There was nobody paying attention to the prize. I would have been paying attention, but I was in jail. So by the time I came out, you feel me? When I came out, bang, I came out.
When did you come out?
I came out May. I came out 2016. That's it. There was already a Brian Myers. There was already a Anuel. Anuel got in jail. Anuel only lasted like 5 months. Got in jail, and I'm talking to him. That's crazy over the phone. I'm like, yo, bro, when we come out, you already know. He's like, yo, bro, I fucking love your music. Even when he was in jail, Anuel could sing 56 nights from the first second to the last song. Like he told me, bro, you was my inspiration. Like, yo, bro, we did this looking at y'all. Same thing with Ozuna. The history is there. You see pictures with me and Ozuna in La Calma, with De La Ghetto, and they're like, yo, bro, like, bro, we came up. We know it could be done when you did Comida de Perro and Messia was doing what he was doing. It's just that Messia, when he was in his apogeo, I think it was they wanted to invite him to La C9. You know, Messia being on his artist situation, you know, there's a lot of people asking from him. Probably they misinterpreted, like Gene misinterpreted lo malinterpretó lo que Messia quería. ¿Tú me entiendes lo que estaba pasando? Ozuna came and he asked for a song. And Messia like, yo, my dream is to do a song with you, bro. And Messia hit him with the, yo, you gotta talk to my manager. That's a problem. That's a problem. You understand?
Wow.
But you gotta understand, when so many people are asking from you to, and when I became an artist, like fully, like, bro, sometimes you can't say yes to everything. Sometimes you don't even got that in your head. You're like, yo, wow, look, like today, I'm like, yo, bro, you should have called this guy, because if you would have called him, I would have been on point. I had to do a million things but I still canceled it to keep my word, because I try to do that a lot.
No, we appreciate that.
Nah,
so
100%
even going back to what you were saying, was that
But yeah,
yo hablo con Messia. It's just a phone call away, right?
Yeah.
But it has to be, and he recognizes it, where management a lot of times didn't even tell him a lot of the things that was going on, or who was trying to contact him, or who was trying to do certain things.
No. On some real, I can't blame management because management was the best thing. And then shout out to Jimmy, because he was the first.
But after that, I'm talking about after that. Ya cuando
no, that was on that.
Okay.
Eso era esa época, Jimmy.
Eso, pero seguimos después de eso, because man, people was trying to still reach him, and then when we were trying to reach him, even us, and I say LMP was still trying to reach him. Era un bloqueo, ¿tú me entiendes?
Okay.
Oh, you can't reach him. He's a superstar now.
Oh, that's not right. That's not right.
Exactly.
I don't think that was right.
And I, even though we gotta wrap it up, I gotta say this in public, and I'll bring Messi in, and I'll send you guys both there, and I'll bring in Jimmy and everything.
You can bring me.
¿Me entiendes? Porque viene una parte que ya when you go to that level y la gente que te apoyó están ahí esperando, and you don't show that love. You from the streets. You don't show that love to your street people that support you from day one. What happens?
They're gonna eat you up, bro.
Exactly. So my point is, and I'm saying it there is, you're a man of your word. We spoke earlier. You were like, yo, I'm a man of my word. I told you I'm a man of my word. We got each other. LMP's always been the family. We requested you here. You came through no matter what.
No doubt.
You didn't even hit me up. He said he knocked and he showed up. Tali está aquí, ¿verdad?
No doubt.
So whenever you come out with your new music, which I'm waiting for because I need to hear it.
Yeah.
Que tú estás grabando ahí. I know you've been stuck in there for mad thing. I've been hearing crazy beats.
Yeah.
We need something.
I know,
and like you say, so one thing I am gonna correct you, and in my opinion, is we need to throw out content, right?
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. But ahora mismo se está saturando el mercado. So the content. It's just too much. You don't even know what's going on. So
they make it special.
So yeah, exactly. Make it different. Make it. Because tú ¿cuántas canciones tú no puedes tirar ahora mismo? How many don't you have recorded?
I have like 500 songs.
But por eso te estoy diciendo. How you gonna throw out 500 songs in less than 6 months? Explícame. How you gonna pay attention to one?
Okay, right now, if you go, I want you to go tonight and look at my career and go see the 5 albums that I got. I got over 240 masters.
Understood, but in how long?
In like, no matter of like almost 4 years,
4 or 5 years. So it's an album, maybe an album every 6 months, right?
No, not really. Like, I don't drop and then I'll.
But you're throwing out, and then you're throwing out albums and EPs. People think that throwing out singles every month is gonna make them something different, which is not. The game is changing. People are saturated.
I think people that can't throw an album, bro. My fault. Let me tell you something, bro.
Tell me your mindset, because I have as a marketing and business.
I don't know why we're not throwing out like the Latin world, like it's very like rare. You know, now Bad Bunny's doing that.
Yeah.
Because like people had a conversation when Arcángel been dropping albums, and we always said, bro, if you can't.
Hey, El Kilo is my shit.
Yeah, if you can't give people a body of work, how can they judge you real right? You know what I'm saying? Accurate. Like, yo, he's nice. Like, I heard his whole album. Like, and every album is different. It has a concept. It has a theme. Right. It builds a brand. Even the album you do is a brand within a brand of what you are. And you are a brand.
Yo, so, ¿cuándo sale la vaina nueva de Tali?
I'm trying to drop it by
¿Cuándo La Pámpara, ¿cuándo sale?
April 1st. El Norte.
Okay.
El Norte.
That's
April
right around
1st.
the corner.
I almost got every song ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that to this show, a lot of people need to start coming over here, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Because we like Compton.
Oye. Eso es lo que hace falta aquí, es una plataforma, ¿tú entiendes? I think this show you should edit it my part very well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look at the key things, key questions, and promote this.
No,
you know?
It's perfect. It's perfect promotion.
Yeah, like do it now. Then for the gram, something that's gonna spread out and make it like people gonna come.
Right.
Also, y'all can link with other people that have platforms, so y'all can make that circle, because that's what we don't have.
Yeah. Networking
we
is
never
so
had that.
100%.
Splu, networking makes so much.
Don't isolate yourself from everyone. No.
Nah, you have to network.
You're
like
doing
from here
you're
to here
doing
to
blog. Hey, what's that about? Let me see what you're doing.
Right.
What's the theme on that? Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's do that. Bam. For the
And then I can say this. I'm sorry. I can say this that, well, everybody here is don't know about LMP. Our guest today, Señorita, did you know about LMP today? Did you know about LMP? Yes, you did. How?
Just back then
From parties and everything else for a fact. So there you go. You're throwing it out. Natalia, did you know about LMP before? How?
When I was 15, I always heard LMP production.
Okay. So that's good.
When she was 15.
So you see, so we're still doing the same thing. It's just that we transition ourselves to something different. Every time we were always innovators, right? LP Radio was the first thing.
Yes.
And I say this here with your permission.
In PR, y'all strong.
PR,
Everywhere
DR,
PR,
here,
y'all strong.
we're strong. So, but we took it different. When LP Radio started en la casa de uno de los DJs de nosotros, en la cama, we had everybody from del dominicano más grande hasta el boricua en la cama de uno de los DJs de nosotros, doing interviews there. That's how we started through Ustream, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? Then we took it next level, and then we had an office. Que Jinx Paul fue que lo inauguró, lo hicimos todo, and our first artist was Lenny and Max from Aventura.
He was here.
That was it.
I think one of them was here.
Yo, well, Mikey lives right there. I'm not gonna say where, but he lives right there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Really?
we keep
You're
going.
not gonna say where?
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna
They're
get
New York,
Right there.
Even Romeo.
But,
he's a New
yeah,
York.
que todo.
Romeo's like the real
Well,
king.
Romeo sponsored
People
our band for 2 years and always supported LMP in going in forward. And that's when he says DJs and anywhere he goes, our main priority is LMP. He can't say it like that because, man, it's branding, right?
Yeah.
But we initiated everything else. Now the future is podcast, and guess what? We got our partners here, which is Gender Blender, who are doing the podcast. And supporting us as much as we're supporting them, and really taking it to the next level. You saw Next Door. We had a white wall movie. How many videos were done there? How many videos did you do there? ¿Me entiendes?
I did my first video when I came out of jail was Mentira, and I did it there.
And you did it there.
And it was a
right?
hit.
Right, so you said it. You, Messia, Faruco, Cardi B, everybody's been to our platform and they know who we are. So now it's time to change over the mindset. It took us a little while because we had to move.
Yeah,
right?
no, the transition of moving is crazy.
Now our podcast style, especially with shows like this, like Gender Blender, that are doing things differently.
Y'all also doing more shows like in this facility?
Yeah, we're doing more shows.
Because
Yeah.
out of this,
This is one of the two levels.
This is one of the two.
One, though. This is the best
This is the
one.
best one. This is one of the most unique ones that we have here because, example, we got a Dominican wrestler in our house right now.
And she's so cute.
She lit, right? Listen.
That's hot.
Not let her do what she wanted to do.
Asustado, tiene miedo, right?
He was like, yo,
I swear
I
to
want
God, I never met a wrestler.
You see?
Okay, you saw her walking on the street. Would you think she's a wrestler?
Can I see a costume?
She's in a
You see? I'm not the only one.
Not a costume.
Dale, te la comí.
It's her gear. It's gear. It's not a
Can I see
costume.
how you come out here?
We'll show you after the show.
What's your theme and all that? Cause that's
You see?
And then she's gonna try to hit
It's
Phil
like,
again.
yo, you know that we got a lot that's similar. We like superheroes.
Yeah, her name is Storm. So it's a whole like a storm.
You know, artists and
Dude, yeah.
wrestler that yo, wrestler
She
has
should
a
be
lot
in
to-
your video. She should body slam.
She should body slam somebody in your music
Oh,
video.
claro, dándome el trayón a mí, ¿verdad? El hijo del lechero.
El hijo del lechero.
Sí, no, que me traye. Porque yo no le voy a doler a nadie. ¿Verdad? No.
Oye, yeah.
Stop
Oye,
complaining.
oye, aquí se ha traído en este show solamente, ¿verdad? I'm gonna go around firefighters, women firefighters, right? We got singers. Aquí vienen dos. Esa es una de ellas. Tú sabes, ¿a dónde que estamos? En la 238, todos los jueves. En Tililá, ¿tú la quieres ver? Vaina bacana.
We're gonna be there on Thursday for Judy's
Thursday
birthday.
también, right?
Vamos a traer strippers.
Strippers,
Male
right?
nurses.
Male nurses. Oye, male nurses, dime, ¿cuánto?
We had the lady from the army.
Not Filipinos.
You know what I want, right?
Your face there, I know, I got you.
That was the first one, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna make it happen.
Right behind my head.
I'm gonna print a sticker and put it right there. ¿Verdad? Pero
I see a lot of my comrades here.
Chilling like a villain. We're gonna put you right
I got hits with him.
Yeah.
I got hits with him.
Yeah.
Yo, that's something I wanted to bring up before we close this out, man. Yo, you've been accepted everywhere. Everywhere you step, I've seen you with con los mismos morenos, con los americanos, los boricuas, los dominicanos.
All of them, yeah.
You wildly accepted, man. Like you, where else? What's next?
Because he's real, which is different.
Where else we going to?
He's
What
real.
country we planning to hit?
It's the humbleness that he has.
I mean, you know.
And we appreciate you coming.
Absolutely.
Fact.
That
It's
is
a hundred, boy.
That's a fact.
We from Broadway, you know the vibe.
That's why. Look, that's why
Broadway,
Arcangel
you
got an
know.
interview saying that's why I like Tali, because Tali's giving me the realness. He's not giving me that, like, he's giving
I
me.
was talking to Alcán today,
you know?
like, me and Alcán talk every day.
Okay.
That's love,
Like,
kid.
every day. That's like, in the music, that's my best friend.
Yeah.
There you go.
People don't understand that we best friends. Like a lot of people have left the crew and we don't watch them grow and leave us. And we still here. We watching them, you know what I'm saying? Don't go against the duende malvado, yeah? Like, that's my brother. That man gave me a shot, and not only he didn't give me a shot, he gave me knowledge too. After the shot, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was telling me everything, and every mistake I do, he always tell me, "Ya pusiste un huevo."
He lets you know.
But don't worry, I'm still here.
Okay, we're gonna fry that and we're gonna move on.
I only tell you these things because I love you, bro. And when you do it, you do it.
That's the real love.
That's love. That's love.
Yes, that's your real.
Even if it hurts.
Claro.
Tell you to your face.
No, not only tell it to your face, se cura contigo para que tú lo sientas. Like, if this guy's doing it, imagine everybody else how they doing it. Like, exactly, you see?
That's
that
your whole
funny,
Puerto
right?
Rican brother right there. Like, that's what it is.
He's half Dominican right there.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's
I
like
say he's half
Puerto
Dominican.
Rican,
Yo,
you know.
I say he's half Dominican because Puerto Rico did give a lot to my bro. You know what I'm saying? But,
Right.
Bro, la mamá de Arcángel.
Claro,
son
ese
dominicanos.
Carmen de la chica
Papá y
Arcángel.
mamá son dominicanos de pura cepa y él nació en Nueva York.
Ajá. Okay.
Pero Puerto Rico le dio lo que he is Puerto Rican. He says
Puerto
it like.
Rico gave him the stage.
The platform, the space.
Yeah, like,
And it's hard. You heard Puerto Rico's hard, yo. They don't accept everybody like that, so you gotta be real special to get accepted in Puerto Rico. I was loved when I was going
Yeah,
over there.
you definitely been accepted out there, man.
OD, bro. I go to the hoods. You know what I did en enero se hace fiesta de los Reyes, and I went and I sang in every caserío for free.
Dope. Love right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Tali. Thank you, Tali, for coming by. We appreciate your time. Appreciate the support, my brother. Yes. Yo, Cryptic. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Gender Blender. Next week, we got For the Money in the house. We got a jam-packed month.
Great comedian.
Y'all already know we started the month strong.
And Karina gonna be here.
Hi, it's Karina. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Gender Blender, the dopest show on the Tuesday night. It's your boy Sploo, SPLOU.
I'm Cryptic in the back of the controls right here.
Hey, yo, Cryptic, take us out, my boy.
No sabes tú, la botella en la disco es el pipico. No sabes tú, ay. No sabes tú, ay. No sabes, ay. Ando con Tali metido en el circuito. No sabes tú, la botella en la disco es el pipico. No sabes tú, ay. No sabes tú, ay. No sabes tú. Leo RD, el que tiene la nébula, no sabe, no sabe. no sabes tú. California, ay, manilla, ay, llegan los diablos.
Gender Blender is sponsored by the Harlem Wine Room. You want to dine, sip some great wine, and simply have a great time? Come to the Blue Door with the Grapevine. Harlem Wine Room, located at 3454 Broadway in New York City.
Gender Blender is also sponsored by the Harlem Cigar Room. Want to blow some smoke after a stressful workday? Come to the Harlem Cigar Room. It's your sanctuary. Located at 3456 Broadway in New York City.